The artistry.
Yo,
I always got sound effects.
Where we at?
You drop some shit.
Where we at? Huh? We
yo.
live in the motherfucking building, man. It's your girl V-Henny.
It's your boy, okay?
Y'all already know
It's
the
DJ
vibe.
Apollo was good, y'all.
Yeah,
What
we
up?
know the vibes. Happy motherfucking Sunday.
That's a fact.
Big
Sunday fun day. Y'all already know the vibes, man. I'm in a different, like, I don't know. My mood is
I
like
think
really
you're on.
weird.
Nah, it's better. Look, you notice when you're not the same, right? So when things happen and you can't have control of them,
Mm-hmm.
it usually gets us all fucked up and out of place, right?
Okay.
We've been dealing with that 125% where we ain't fucked up and out of place. Niggas get to work. People don't understand how much work goes into getting to work.
Yeah.
Yo.
People don't understand how much work goes into just making simple things happen. Because you never know what can happen. It could be when one thing is good, something else might be messed up, and you still gotta go ahead and get it done anyway.
You think these dudes that do big concerts and big, like, they have multiple speaker wires. They have multiple camera wires. They have, like, the only thing they're probably missing is, like, whoever's performing, like, their clothing. If a nigga wanted a pair of sneakers, maybe somebody forgot
this
it.
is why I remember. I remember you put in the group chat like how important it is to
Be organized.
be organized because everything is. We learn everything through trial and error. You understand? So it's like it is a lot of work, and especially like when you do like shit like this or like just anything in general. You know, you will have your moments where there will be technical difficulties.
Yeah, shit happens.
Shit happens, and it's stressful, but you learn from that. Eventually, you start
People
preparing
cancel
yourself
on you
for shit
45
like that.
minutes before they gotta be here.
Woo!
Shit happens.
Shots fired.
You know what I mean?
Shots
Shit happens.
fired.
That's the way you work professionally, right? Shit happens.
Yo, nah, but it's been I'm gonna say my week. It's been a blessing, but it's been a
difficult.
stressful blessing.
Blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise, yo, dead ass.
And if you keep your head down, you miss out on your blessings. So you always keep your chin up, no matter what.
Yo, that's just crazy. I mean, I definitely want to shout out the DJ Apollo's the tour DJ. Man, that's our sound effects, bro.
I posted that. I felt a little happy. I was feeling myself a little bit. I was like, might come back and my prices might go up.
Your prices is going on.
You should. That's shock value, baby.
That is shock value.
That's shock value. I went
I had
on
people.
tour.
I had people reposting it. Everybody. I was just like, damn. Like, you know, where are the venues because they want to come support and they want to buy tickets and everything. I was just like, when I get all the information, I'll be first.
Oh, you don't have
Right
that?
to you.
But
You don't have that yet?
not all of it.
I got you.
But
That's not
look,
bad.
it's all real love though because I just posted it to just to tell people what I'm doing and
Yeah.
people really want to come out to come see me.
That's dope.
So it's love.
That's dope.
That's real though. Like
That's dope.
even what you're doing, you know, it's real when you could get comped.
Yeah.
You know, when you can get compensated for just being the person you are, that means you earn that shit.
Bro.
That means you earn that shit.
You know, it's funny, right? Because everybody's been asking me, has it hit you? Has it hit you? You know, and I'm like, nah, not yet. But it actually hit me yesterday when we booked the hotels. I mean, the Airbnbs.
Okay.
So when we booked the Airbnbs, me and Scott, we was on the phone and we was just like, yo, bro, this shit is really happening. Like, and we're like, I'm like, yo, and I'm telling him like, he's like, yo, for real. Like, he's like, I've been excited, but you know, it hasn't hit me. Like, I'm like, for me, it's now becoming real. You
Yeah.
understand? Like,
Yeah.
although my phone's been going off the hook ever since we made the announcement, ever since the source put the feature.
I seen that source flyer.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's real. Like it's real.
Yeah,
now.
this is real. Yeah.
That's a lot. You know, like, you know, you can't. I can't stress to you enough that you still have to be loving what you do.
Yeah.
Because you're not just doing it, you're excelling in it. You understand?
But I you will have your moments where that you love it, but you don't like it. You understand? And I say that because it's
I like some good vagina.
Yeah, you know when you love the fucking vagina, you love it. And you
You don't
"Ugh."
like it.
But then there's times that you like, I don't like this shit,
That's
yo.
even with like family, like with parents. They be like, "I love you, but I don't have to like
Yeah.
you."
My mother used to be like, you don't gotta love me, but you gotta respect me.
That's it. It's the next level.
That was the next level. So that's gonna be my next level. Like, of like once I hit that bracket, like you don't gotta love me, but you gotta sure fucking
You ain't even
respect
gotta
me.
like me, my nigga. You can keep
know?
that.
Nah, but it's just shout out though to I just want to shout you out for that, Apollo. So
appreciate it.
you're gonna be on tour.
Major keys.
Yeah, I'm fighting for my drivers right now. So we're gonna talk about that because I want
That's
certain
fine.
drivers in my van.
Oh God.
Because he's been in the car with me, and there's certain people that we cannot drive with.
Yeah, like you know what it is. When you're driving, just let's just shut up and drive. Let's just everybody just
Yeah,
drive.
just drive.
Let's just
Listen
get
to
there.
music.
Nah,
chill.
but you have some people that like, I gotta pit stop, and I'm like, no, give him a motherfucking can
you
or
got
something, let him
people that
pee,
won't drive.
and the motherfucking
I don't understand
You
it.
can have 12 licenses in the car. 4 are the only ones driving.
two
Every-
or three.
Or 3.
Yeah,
Every time we go somewhere, like with Scott will look at me like, "You want to drive, bro?" Because he want to be on. Because he be answering shit on his phone.
yeah.
He's like, "You want to drive, bro?" Like we go to Jersey, Philly. I'm usually driving majority of the time.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not allowed to drive at night.
Scott.
Oh,
Yeah,
after
no,
no,
he's
I-
not.
no, after
He can't
that one
see?
situation.
No, because he only can drive an hour.
yeah,
Falls
Yeah,
asleep.
he falls asleep.
It's too dark and
we
line,
went
line, line.
to we went to Philly.
Line.
We went to Philly for a show. The show I met Mop Top, and we were telling we went to what was it, Max's. We got
Okay.
cheesesteaks before we left. I was like,
Oh.
Scott, do not
You
eat.
put him in a coma.
I was like, Scott, do not eat before you get on the road. He ate half the sandwich. I was taking a nap because I'm just like, I know I'm gonna drive the rest. I'm feeling the car go 30 miles, 100, 30 miles, hit the gas, went 100. I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
You fall asleep.
Nah, but I can't front though. This motherfucker scared me in Atlanta.
Who?
You scared me a little bit. Joe almost
scared.
killed. He scared. I yelled at like a little bitch. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nigga, we were doing
It was
95 in the road.
It was like 4 a.m. 5, and no, not that part.
Which one?
The one he almost hit a fucking truck.
Oh, in the
He was driving, and I was like, I'm gonna stay up with you. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
It was us three drive. Mind you, there was other like he mentioned, we had other people with license, but we were the drivers, right? And I went to lean to the back to get something, and I don't know, but Joe, I don't know if it out of suspense or
Dazed
something,
or
like
what?
he just like looked. So by that little 1 second, him
Wow,
looking
off
back,
the
he
road.
went out the lane, and the truck was there. So when I looked up, I was like, Joe! And
Somebody fell off the seat.
yeah, I was like, he was like, oh shit. I was like, bro, we almost hit a truck. I was like, get out the car, I'm driving.
Yo,
So these are like stories that we
it's
go
a great
through.
trip. I still got the footage from the van.
Yeah,
Chosen's like, I'm not letting you release that because I'm not signing nothing.
Those be the best part of like out of state, out of like shows, like the trips, getting there and getting back. Those be the best part sometimes.
Those are the best.
with the right people.
Topics. Yes.
With the right people.
So
You can't, and that's with everything in life, right, guys? Like everything we do, we can't have the wrong people around us.
That's true.
It's not
Yeah.
only your presence, it's your energy,
It's
what
draining.
you're doing. I have to be able to trust you if we're within 2 feet of each other.
yes.
I have to be
Correct.
able to trust you, because if I don't trust you, then that means something's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That means that something is gonna wind up happening. There's gonna be a stigma. So, like you said it straight when we first got in that van, when we picked up everybody by that McDonald's, right? And we was getting everybody in the van was getting full. You let the level of respect be known, so everybody had it within them already. It was instilled in them already. Like yo, this is what we're going. This is what we're going for. This is gonna be a hard trip to get there, but it's all worth the fruits of your labor when we get there. And it was.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the whole purpose of to all of that. You understand? Like I like to just make sure I like to let everybody know. Obviously, we're gonna be in the same car for a certain amount of hours. We're gonna be in the same house for a certain amount of days as well. So at the end of the day, I'm living with you in a sense. You understand? So.
Yep.
It's gonna be the good, the bad, and the ugly. You
Yup.
understand?
Yep, like
So-
like Rosa's like Rosa blowing up the bathroom. Like
You know,
Yo,
so
I'm
you're gonna
thinking,
have-
I'm like, it's gonna be like 15 people in that house.
yeah,
that's what we had last time, about 15, 20 people, right?
yeah.
I'm like, it's
But
gonna
we
be-
have so we're gonna break it down. So we're gonna break that. I'll let you know more or less how
Breakdown.
Yeah.
how that goes. But
You
I've
for
read.
that?
Nah. You ready? All right. So I know there's a lot that's been going on this week. So and you've been like, yo, this person dropped this album.
I send you every song that I get.
And this is being dropped. and
Every
this
song
is
that I get,
And
I
in my
send to you.
mind, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, yo, do we give a fuck? Do we give a fuck?
like
Pop Smoke. He
20, yeah, but that was 20. That was 20. That was last Friday. 20
Yeah.
some songs. Yeah, 24.
Pop Smoke though. Did you hear it?
No.
Do you want to hear? It's like the Chance
Do you
album.
give a fuck? Yo, son. The only thing that
still
Nobody
do.
listens to the Chance album.
Wait, Chance came out with another album?
No, but I'm saying the last one.
I gave it a listen.
You did?
Yeah, I gave it a listen.
Did you like it? Did you listen twice?
nah. Negative. That's I don't give a fuck.
So Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke, I don't give a fuck. The only reason why I can't give a fuck is the fact that stop dumbing down the motherfucking hip hop culture. Stop it.
Him?
Like, not dumb, yeah, him. Like or who like these
All the drill music?
like his album. I'm not gonna say it's horrible in a sense because everything sounds the same. That's why it's horrible.
Like the last album.
Yeah.
Well, you know what see, you say that, right?
So that's why I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I tried to listen
That's
to it,
why-
but I'm like, nah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like us, we from the area of the Mohegans, guys. We from the era of spitters, and it's one thing to have a beautiful presence. We'll rock with your song in the club because bitches are doing it, and you're in a fun. But I'm not gonna bump that Pop Smoke album while I'm on the highway.
Nah, I can't front. There was a few songs that I would.
You liked it?
I would put on like working out, whatever.
How many
but not
tracks?
all of it.
How many tracks?
I don't even know.
you don't
I'm
even
telling you, I just listened to like a few,
So
and that's it.
Lil Wayne, you mentioned Lil Wayne's album, and it had like 20 some odd tracks.
I haven't
Yeah.
heard Lil Wayne's
I
album.
was trying to figure out why he did it.
So do I give a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
But you know why he did it? He did it for, like, in my opinion, it's a marketing plan for the playlist. If I make 24 songs on an album and I
Okay.
can hit one song for each type of genre or each type of fan, now that song gets put on a playlist. Now when that fan listens to that song, they hear the song that came from that album. I think what he did was he just genetically de-evolved the game because the game used to be
Nah, I think-
14 tracks, 15
I
tracks
think
an album.
I
It's
just
7,
think
8.
he just got mad music because
Oh.
he's been withheld. Yeah, I think he just got mashed and
That-
put
You
didn't
out,
hear his
and he's trying
album?
to.
That's like I feel that way because Chris Brown did the same thing.
Yeah, he's a beast. He
He
comes
did
out
a
with 20 something tracks
He
every
he
time.
did the not the previous album, the
Indigo
album
came
before.
out with a lot though.
Indigo had a lot, but the one before that
Before
had
that.
45
Yeah.
tracks on the album.
And it was on SoundCloud, right? That he dropped it.
Yeah.
He's a rich man dropping. Yo, pay attention, rappers. That's a millionaire in music, and he still dropped a 45-track album on motherfucking SoundCloud.
That's because he got mad content, mad work. I feel like it.
a
You
45-track album, like, and so imagine how much you really actually have to be like, nah, I just need to cut this down to 45 songs.
Tupac probably
I'm
fucked
sure-
everybody up though. Tupac used
Tupac
to say
had
this.
mad, yeah.
Tupac was like, yo,
But
let's
they-
go in the studio for 2 weeks, make 1,000 songs, let the producer do his thing, and we out.
Be realistic. Like me personally, when I was working on my mixtape, right?
Mhm.
I had mad tracks, and I dropped it. And my mixtape contains like maybe 14, 15 tracks, right?
Mhm.
When I was working on the second album, before I stopped doing music, I had over 20 tracks.
Put him like up.
You understand? Like I had over 20 tracks where I was trying to pick and choose because I'm like 20 tracks, that's a lot at the time. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a lot. I'm not doing all that. But that's what I'm saying. So imagine like working on a project, like you said, 45. Imagine how many he had to pick and choose and be like, yo, I'm sure he recorded over fucking
Of
100
course.
easily.
Of course.
Easily.
That's
Easily.
That's how Pac being dead can still come out with an album.
Absolutely. So let's talk about strippers not getting paid at stripper bowl.
Oh, that was
Do we
from-
give a fuck?
That was Cardi B and Quavo though. That's why I find it. Cardi B and Quavo has been throwing this stripper Super Bowl thing. I think this is their second annual one,
Mm-hmm.
and they pay strippers. You know how a stripper has to pay for their stage time, like a
Yeah.
barber pays for his
Yeah,
seat.
yeah, they
so
gotta pay for. Yeah.
they come to the Super Bowl Miami. They charge them a certain percentage to dance, and at the end, they were telling bitches, they were telling all the females, encouraging all the females that are working, don't pick up the dollars from the floor. Because at the end, everything's going to get divided.
Divided evenly.
Divided evenly. That's what they would do. And every stripper, you know what every stripper got? $1,000 for their weekend at the Super Bowl, shaking all that ass and titty. $1,000.
I would have been
So
tired.
now they're coming at Quavo and Cardi like, your stripper bowl is whack as fuck. Do we give a fuck? Nah. It's money I didn't spend, and it's money I didn't make.
I give a fuck about strippers.
I know you do.
I mean, my whole thing is
Sorry,
this.
girls.
Like, because I get the concept, but, you know, certain people sell more than others. You know, certain people make more.
Valuable.
Value more. So I'm just like, I work twice as hard as you. I probably, you know, I pull.
And you guys, you're certain customers. That's what I'm saying. So, yo, I'm sorry. I give a fuck about my strippers.
Oh, look, so she cares about something.
I give a fuck about my strippers. Ladies, I do apologize for what you're going through. Next time, go to Sin City.
Nah, fuck that. Yo,
come to the
you know what
Bronx.
y'all need to start doing? I keep it a buck. What y'all should start doing, as tacky as it's going to sound, but I get this from her. Put that shit in the contract.
Oh, yeah.
Put that shit in the contract. If you're guaranteed a certain amount of money, or at least not to, like, they
Yeah,
could
but with
have them.
strippers, bro, I'm
It's
sorry,
the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Everybody
but you
down in
asking
Miami
for
got money.
paperwork when the only paperwork they want is with fucking presidents on it. They don't give a fuck about no other paper. No disrespect to you guys.
She cares about y'all.
I actually do care for you guys.
Nah, but my whole thing is she has a point. But who's think you like? You know what what the job is. You know you pay your fee up front to dance.
Yeah.
But who's really thinking about a contract? Like,
Yeah, nobody's thinking about a contract. And then at that, I mean, you already have the regular rules when you go to like the house fees.
Yeah.
Those are
Yep.
the house fees.
Yep.
Which
That's
you
what
got,
it was
the
called,
house
the house
fee.
fee.
Then you got to pay the house mom. How I know about this? I've been
The
around.
house mom.
Yeah, you got
Hold
your house
up,
mom.
nigga.
You got the house mom, and then so that it's. I mean, it all
House
it's a
depends.
process. It all
House
depends on
mom.
the place.
Yeah, it depends on the place, but you got the house rules, the house mom. It depends on the place. Then obviously, it's not fair for the girls because you have your clientele.
Okay.
You understand? So if somebody's just coming to see so and so, and I gotta split my tips
Yeah.
with the other
Nah,
one
it's
because
bullshit.
no, that's my
ridiculous.
customer. I was shaking my ass. You understand? I mean, I feel bad for you. Yo, it's like they always get the short.
Well, you know what's funny? They were making a comparison,
Sometimes.
like back in the days, it used to be the strippers that would get the most attention and most money, and the bartenders would, that's the bartender. Now the bartenders get all the attention.
Oh no, the bartenders be
The
bad,
bartenders be bad.
Nah,
Better
the
than
bartenders
strippers.
be bad.
And they don't look
Bartenders-
sleazy.
They-
bro.
Like
I
the
always
strippers-
went ham for the
Yeah,
bartenders.
the bartenders be looking like
They don't.
they be dancing too, but they don't.
They
just
don't
bartenders.
dance. They don't. And then.
Nah, they do now.
What?
They be.
Where
I mean,
you
like
going,
they be shaking.
Yo, V, where we going?
Yo, your birthday's coming up. No.
It's Thursday.
Yo, they do.
That'd be a great Valentine's Day.
Dance, but you see the bartenders
Yeah, of
shaking.
course.
Like they twerk, and I'd be like, like
Yo,
it's like Jello.
I swear, I think the person that takes, I prefer the bartender only because I don't like throwing money at bitches. I don't like crumbling dollars up and throwing it at them. Call it what you want. I like putting it on the table. I barely even like touching them because they just left you and now they're rubbing on me. It just bothers me. But with the bartender, she's
Yeah.
exclusive. I could put my dollars there, talk to her all night. I could tell her shake that.
She's like my therapist at times.
It's a give or take with me because
Okay.
like I understand it's a hustle, but I've had certain experiences where these women would be like aggressive. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna hustle me. Like I'm gonna give you what I'm still gonna tip you, but you're not gonna try to spit game with me. Like it's not gonna work.
Yeah. I went to this fucking. Oh my god! I'm not even mentioning the name. It's a spot in the Bronx. Shit was, bro. I feel like I walked in and I smelled STD in the air. Like it was just one of those.
She walked into a brothel.
Yo, I walked in and I was like, I
If you
looked
would
at
have said
my
Queens, I'd have been like, allow if you seen her.
Nah, Queens. There's another spot I went to that I was like, oh, but
I smelled STDs.
yo, I walked in and I was like, yo, there's STDs up in this bitch. But it was like the girl was going in like, cause my boy gave me like a stack, right? So
Yeah.
he was like, yo, here, V, boom, like while out, right? So I was like, but I was just so like, it was a horrible night there. I was just like, I just wanted to drink and I'll just throw my dot. But this chick was like, oh my
Aggressive.
God, mommy, take me to dinner. I said, I
Yeah.
ain't taking you fucking to dinner. the fuck out of here, bro. I was like, no, get the fuck out of
Yo,
here, dinner.
I had a girl.
I love you guys, but no.
I went out for my homegirl's birthday. This was back when Lust was still open, and she just walked by, regular shit, and she was like, "So, what you about to do? You either gonna give me some cash or you gonna give me some of the Hennessy?" And I was just like, "How you making demands?" Like,
Oh, they got demands. They got demands. They got demands. Ah, yo, we're gonna fucking play some music right now. We come back. You already know. You heard?
about to drop that Sharks by Make 71.
All black, my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, D-zone Ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike Tyson. All black, my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, D-zone Ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike, I swim. Drop top with the mob high with extendos, I ain't talking business now. Talk hard, you a lame homie from the island, gotta deal with us now. Block it out up in the winter. I know y'all writing your OG is planners. You a little staining from off of the liquor. I've been to go before rapping, I go for the blacks with the ghost in the back. You see, we never cap, you won't smoke, you get clapped, we be making a splash. 12 be bugged and I don't talk. Me and my dogs with the scrap never bought. Silence the enemy, born in the dark. You a little fish, now you swimming with sharks. Leaving a face while we leaving some marks. Then we gon' cop us a pound for the sport. All black, my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy Slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, D-zone Ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike, I swim. I've been moving, I can't get no sleep, nah. Everybody gotta eat. You can't run up and try me, nah. Shooters run around with the heat. I ain't really about cuffing my sleeves, nah. But I can still master your beat. They playin' my song on repeat, yeah, they playin' my song on repeat. I got a lot on my mind, I ain't on nothing except for my grind. I'm selling the liquor and sparking the bleezy. Feel like a DJ, I'm crossfitted, I got me some hits, got me a jeweler. Still got some shooters that carry the Ruger. Don't gotta pop them to poppin' to shoot 'em. We in your face, now this ain't no like my rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy Slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, D-zone Ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike, I swim. My rims. If I'm in New York, rock Tim. Screaming, get live, no fat boy Slim. I'm about mines, gotta stack my wins. Number one up on the side, D-zone Ovin. I ain't no Joe, but I'm not rocking. Coming for your ear, no Mike Tyson. I'm in the ocean with sharks, this game is so hard. Don't run like Mike, I swim.
Jiggy baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Holla. 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 Whoa. Holla. Whoa. Yeah. We're back in the spot. Hey. Taking my shots. Hey. Turn up and run up them slots. Hey. 2 twins is what I got. Hey, Tay, we got one. Pull up in the drop. Hey. Never see me in the drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out about. Only place you see me. Hold up. Piping up. If you know who I was typing for, superstar to you hyping up. Only trophies who I'm wiping up. Hold up, who inviting us? If the money there, then blue is signing up. We too different, no describing us. The cake mine anyway, you slice it up. Hold up, you serving what? I went to LA and just started turning up. Curve your bluff, heard your stuff. My future used to be like $30. 30, heard us. Niggas pockets was just Halloween. Now I'm charging folks about 1,000, and I swear I'm doing features like every week. Go back in the spot, taking my shots. Hey, turn up and run up them slots. 2 twins is what I got. Pull up in the trap. Never see me in the drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out about. Only place you see me is oh shit. In Atlanta, baby, zone 6. How you f***ing with your own sis? If you come and bring your own split. Hold up, hear the truth, all the moving stopping once you hit a dude. They so scared to get a weird review. You play the fruit while I play the flute. Hold up, jiggy shit, 1,000 things that you could miss me with. I don't take too much, just give and give. I don't do too much, just let me live. Major days, major pain to live a major way. In my shoes you couldn't stay a day, and now I'm breaking rules, I never play it safe. Whoa, pull up in the spot, taking them shots. Turn Turn up and run up them slots. Ayy, 2 twins is what I got. Ayy, pull up in the drop. Never see me in a drought. Never see me in the house. Never see me out of doubt. Only place you see me is in the club.
Jiggy baby.
Only place you see me is in the club. Only place you see me is in the club. They just mad at that bitch, show me love.
Jiggy baby.
He ain't giving you what you need, so you call upon me. Satisfaction's guaranteed. Can't wait to get you in my bed. You know how this starts for you. Like wrap those legs around my neck. Let my tongue talk to you.
Oh yeah, it's gonna talk to you, baby.
All I wanna hear is, oh, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, give it to me, give it to me. I'm all you need. Laying you down, legs in the air while I dive in that ocean, baby. I ain't playing around. You call my phone cause you know what it's hitting for. We ain't making love. It's not what you want now. You want someone who will take control and put it down. When you got that, with a fist full of hair while you're looking back. Your arch is getting deeper, got me in the deeper, hitting that sound like hand claps. We going round for round, got you screaming loud, yeah. All I hear is, oh, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, give it to me, give it to me. I'm all you need. Oh, all you need, yeah. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Oh, give it to me, give it to me.
Back in the motherfucking building.
Hell yeah, that's a lot more. Yo. Alright, so we could care less about the Pop Smoke album. Wayne's
I don't
album
give a
is
fuck about that shit.
not a dub, but it's
I was a little confused, right? You sent the whole the video. Oh no, not the video. What's his name? Kevin Gates.
Oh,
Right?
you didn't get it?
No. I put in the group chat, right? How the video you was talking about, I forgot the name of it.
It's his girl's name. It's something with an A. It's his girl's name. I forget the name too. But
Not Fatal Attraction?
No.
Okay,
no.
that's his latest.
No.
That's his latest. That
Single?
It came. Yeah. Well, the video I believe it dropped it 2 weeks ago. So
Oh,
that's
no,
why I
the
was
one
like.
that I sent you was recently.
Oh,
it was the day of.
Okay, because I was a little confused because I'm like, bro,
Oh,
that
no,
has
that was the
nothing
day
to
of.
do with.
That was the day of. What he did was
So
Alright.
so the question to that was,
Yeah, like-
do you fight for your ex?
No, do you stay with somebody that's cheated on you or cheating on you? Like in that whole song, he depicts how he was fucking bitches, how it was always the money first, how that's always been his first love, but he chose to do the man thing. And now that he has success as an adult, he chooses not to step out on his wife, but instead, and that's bullshit. He could be fucking a different bitch right now, but instead, he went ahead and made us facts. Instead he went and even in the song he states how his women likes women. How he started to
Artistry.
notice the
Catch us
beauty
on
in
YouTube,
her, and he didn't have
Facebook,
to look
all
anywhere
outlets.
else
Follow us,
for
the
another
Artistry
person,
NY.
which was all cute admirable. It's great when a person figures out they fucked up and lost something and now you want it back. But what about like the victim is the shorty to me or the person? Like she's like.
I mean, listen.
Nobody chooses to get cheated on.
Nobody chooses to get cheated on, right? Have we all been cheated before? Cheated on?
Yeah.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been both.
Now, I mean, I've cheated and I've been cheated on. You understand?
Yeah.
So, I feel like, yes, I feel bad, but it's like that saying: "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." You understand? And then fool me 3 times.
Man, we got a fucking problem, nigga.
You understand? Like, so at the end of the day, do I feel bad? Like, do you stay in a relationship? Do you stay if they cheating on you, right? I feel like because I grew up to that environment as a child, like seeing it, you know, I feel like that's something it's very toxic, and it showed me that I don't knock anybody that's been together for years, you know, and I believe that people can change. You understand? But I feel like if some people are just too comfortable, too comfortable with the person, and they're scared to move forward. You understand? Sometimes you stay. I'm Puerto Rican, so there's a saying. It goes, "El costumbre es más grande que el amor." Right? The comfort is bigger than the love.
That's true.
You understand?
That's
so
all.
I feel like that a lot of people stick to what they know because it's the comfort, and they're the fear of going back out, starting over. That's just a fear for a lot of people, and also I notice a lot of people are fearful of being alone.
Yep.
That's why, like, for example, like I told, he knew it, and I was very adamant with the whole 2019. I was very big on like just being alone, getting myself back together, because I don't want to be that person. I've never been that person that I'm fearful to be. I'm okay with being in my own company and dealing with my issues that I on my own. Like, I don't want to rely on somebody or give them my baggage. You know?
You think that? So do you think that there's a?
So would I stay? They cheated. I stood.
But is there
I did
a higher
because
yell?
because I loved them, and because I wanted, like, I felt like this can actually work out in a sense.
Was it they came up to you, or you just found out?
Oh, I found out. Okay. And it's funny, right? Because it's like they're still like, no, I didn't. And it's funny because shit be coming to light, bro. Like, like I found out recently, like, bitch, you really did cheat on me. Like, and you here saying no. And I saw I actually got proof.
You saw the receipts?
I saw the receipts, and I was like, you motherfucker. But at the end of the day, that's whose fault is it? My fault.
For letting it get that far?
For letting it get that far, for allowing myself to just
be okay with
it. But were there signs?
There were signs.
Because that's another big thing, you know.
There were
like,
signs.
A lot of us don't pay attention to signs. Like, we want to be in denial.
But I feel like women do. Women are women's intuitions is that
real.
shit is no joke. And me dealing with women, like when I've cheated, they weren't stupid either. Mm-hmm. So like, and I had crazy shit like bitches pouring alcohol on my face while I'm sleeping. Like, oh word, like. Who's this nigga saying I love you? And it was so.
I didn't mean to get her in trouble.
Like, you understand? So I mean, there's signs. I think you said
it's just alcohol while you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Hold on,
wait.
No. I want to unpack this,
eyes, bro.
I want to unpack this. You were sleeping.
I was sleeping, bro.
And
everything happens when you sleeping.
Yeah, yo, that's why they want to like go in your phone and shit.
I seen it. There was a video. I don't know why they recorded it, but homegirl. She woke up her boyfriend. She took a belt, tied it around. Give me more. Yeah. She took a belt and tied it around his neck.
Yeah.
And woke him up like that. Just rang him out of bed. I was just like, this is great. This is a little crazy.
Extra.
Bro. I had. Yo, I'm telling you, I was sleeping, and she was just like, and then I had a text from my brother-in-law. Right.
That's what you saved it under?
Yeah.
What's the commercial? Was it State Farm?
Yeah.
State Farm calling you 3 a.m.
Yeah. Tell Jake. Yeah, I had, and then she was just like, "Oh, word!" Like it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She was like, "So and so loves you and miss you," and I was just like, "Yeah, that's family member, bro."
What
like,
you talking about? Burning her eyes.
And then she came and she got mad. Actually, no, I'm lying. She did that. She that was another time. She woke me up. Yeah, I was bad, bro. This is why I understand my karma. Now I get it. I pay what happened to me is that I was like, that's my karma. Like I had to pay my karmic dues. You understand? Like
my boss put me on to it. He goes, yo, if you're ever gonna get any chick's number out here on the routes, do it the smart way. Don't put her number and name. You put 7 Pepsi, 1 Diet, 8 Mist.
oh God. Nah. Nah, yo, I woke up, she was just like, she took like a vodka bottle and I just woke up to like
vodka
and I was like,
Bitch,
when I
should've been
opened
Henny.
my eyes, I was like, oh shit, my shit was burning.
Hell
And I was
yeah.
like, I can't see, like, and she's like, you stupid bitch. And then I was like, I can't see this bitch. Yo, where you at?
I don't know how you do it. Like being like, did you whip her ass?
Nah.
Yo, see, I can't.
got caught. Why
I
would
couldn't
I
be in
whoop
a
her
chick.
ass?
I couldn't.
I wouldn't even whoop
I couldn't
her
be a
ass,
chick
period,
being
like-
with a chick. I joke and say I'm a lesbian all the time, but that's by nature. But I couldn't be with a chick and be a chick because I don't know. Like even with some of my homies, I'd be like, nigga, then throw your hands. Yo, even some of my homies just fucking around. But if you're in a relationship with somebody and things are going sideways or the turn, or you just like, some people are very aggressive by nature.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so we from the streets, nigga. If you're gonna step up to me, I'm thinking you're gonna do something to me. If we're both like same gender or in a relationship, same
Oh, we
gender.
fighting? That's what
Yo, like if you're gonna stand up to me and stand off, hit me with alcohol in the face, I'm gonna take that same bottle, I'm gonna fill it up with water, and I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna hit you with some military
I
shit,
mean-
put a towel over your head, and I'm gonna suffocate you
I
so you
mean,
make
at
sure
the
you never
end
do
of
it
the day,
again.
I get it, but I'm like,
It was to an extreme. That's the issue because I get it because I've been there, I've cheated, I've done grimy shit, so
Yeah.
I get it, but it's like that's just extreme.
Yeah.
Like alcohol, like
I mean, I get it, but
Her name's V-Henny,
but
that's the karma.
You know, but it is extreme. That's why I was just like, what the fuck? However, see, this is where I was at fault, where homegirl left her marriage of 12 years.
To be with you.
Yeah.
that's a hard one.
So,
But it was only your brother-in-law that left.
brother-in-law, yeah. Nah, it was a lot of shit going on that year. That
Oh, I
year was
understand.
crazy. That's what, like, don't cheat people. Karma's no joke, bro.
Karma is no joke.
well, so
Karma came from me, bro.
so do we well, I don't say.
Do we agree that cheat? I don't.
Do you stay with a cheat? Do you stay with a cheater?
I wouldn't. Where I'm at now in my life, no. I wouldn't. I love myself too much. It would hurt me. I would. The only way, like, how deep are we in a relationship? And if it's like one time, then I'm like, I can maybe try to forgive you and move forward with this. But if that shit happens again, then it's a done deal.
I want to know. My biggest thing is why, because yeah, it's like people get people go out. There is drunk nights, but
That's
with women
still
it's a little
Nah,
different.
you gotta take a lot of time
Nah,
to
women.
get a hotel.
That's what I say
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Women. I feel like women when they cheat, it's more of an emotional thing.
It's intentional.
Yes, it's intentional, it's emotional, and like with men, usually it tends to be like more just platonic. You understand?
Thinking with
like,
your head.
yeah, with
so
the
to
wrong
speak.
way. You understand? So, I feel like with women, when you cheat, there's no double standard. Like it's all men has the right to cheat and women don't. No, you shouldn't be cheating.
They cheat for
Period.
different reasons.
However, shit happens. I do agree with you when you say what are the reasons? Because like if I'm not respecting you or if I'm entertaining other people and yada yada, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
But like, what happens to the ones that you think shit is good? That's when that shit hits hard. I feel like when you feel like I'm giving my all, I'm trying to do good, and trying not to be this,
And you're still not good enough.
and you still not good enough. That's when that pain strikes you.
'Cause
Like,
it's like, what am I doing? But sometimes you just gotta understand that people are gonna move how they move anyway. So you can't, beat yourself up for
What
somebody.
do you think? If we could think of it on a more basic sense, let's just go nature, male and female, right? A male in his DNA predominantly, he thinks or wants or is told that in order for him to leave a legacy, he has to leave seeds everywhere. That's why you'll see a man have sex with a woman, and it's more stereotypical for the man to not feel nothing after, get up and
Yeah.
want to dip, because he all that love and everything he felt was only infused into that moment where he had to unleash his shit, and then once it's gone, it's gone. Women,
But I feel like
women have a like by DNA. I think women nurture more.
yeah,
they take
we're
care
more
more. They
nurturing.
they would
but I
rather
feel like
console.
nowadays women are now starting to become
The
like
men?
the men.
Well, to be honest with you, it's like that in New York because everybody has a hustle mentality. So now it's more of like a, and it's crazy now because more men are becoming more emotional than women nowadays.
Yeah,
That's what she said. They're
absolutely.
switching
Yeah.
roles.
I feel like the women are starting to become the men, where it's like less feelings involved. But I also feel like is the way that people are being raised, right?
Big deal.
Because like I grew up to my mom telling me like you don't need nobody, you like you gotta survive on your own. And
You gotta
I
find a
learned-
man with
but
a lot of money.
No,
and
not
he can
that.
Take
Not,
care
my
of
mother,
you.
But you have people who have that mentality where you
Yeah.
need to find. You need at this age you should be married, having kids, and
Yup.
yada yada yada.
Yup.
I didn't grow up to that mentality. I grew up that you don't depend on people. Be independent. Yada yada yada. That was a gift and a curse. Where it was a gift that taught me to be strong and taught me to be independent and be strong as an individual. It was a curse because it made me not depend on my partner. And if I want long term with you, sometimes your partner wants to feel
Yeah, wanted
Like you need
Yeah.
them.
because then it's just like, why am I here?
exactly. So it's a gift and a curse.
I don't know. That's
So I feel like it's
a
all
bad
how
bounce
you
though.
raised,
Like-
also with and what you. It's like you become a
God,
product
let's
of
just-
your environment
Let's
in a
just keep
sense.
it honest, guys. Drake, you fucked up niggas with this light skin shit over the past 20 years. Got niggas being emotional, thinking about what they thought about the stripper.
I love
They never
strippers.
thought about what they thought about the stripper before. This is all Drake's
Like
fault.
he makes music that have you like you sit there and you think about your life.
Yo, Marvin's Room, that shit made me. That shit to this day, that shit hits my heart, bro. I can relate to that shit. I mean,
Hello?
yeah.
Are you drunk right now?
That's
the bar.
That Marvin's Room gets to me, bro. Like that shit be touching my corazon. Like I be like, damn, man.
Bitches in my old phone.
You know what the first Marvin's Room was though, right? You know where he took that from, right? I think he bootlegged it off of Aventura. Remember the beginning of Aventura?
Yeah, the obsession.
What did she say?
I forget, I don't get.
Solo escuchas. That's all I remember.
Yo, nah, but you know what's my angry Marvin's Room when Fred the Godson, Monique's room, Monique room, woo! That's my shit. That's when I'm like, yo, fuck you, bitch, you a dub.
Yo, he probably made a song for like every experience.
Who?
Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Absolutely.
wasn't dumb. He wasn't dumb, and he's still not dumb.
What makes Drake is because he's vulnerable with his music.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him. Somebody had posted, you should just rap what you experience and that's it. And I'm like, no. I feel like you should just be creative.
Yeah.
And that's what made Drake because he was able to not only make music about himself, but he also made music that he was vulnerable with. It related to so many other people.
Yeah, no, like Drake moves very calculated and very smart, and he understands that, if I can honestly say if it wasn't for the people he was surrounded by, I don't think that his caliber of artist would have been portrayed the same. Being surrounded by Cash Money, I know he came from Degrassi. I know he comes from an entertainment background, but being surrounded by a label like Cash Money, they were like the bad boy of our time when Drake was coming up. Like, they were the bad boy. He was on the perfect label. And then, it's undisclosed, but we all know he wrote for fucking Wayne. We all know that he paid his dues. What about when Wayne slapped him on stage? He took that shit, ate that shit on the jaw, right in front of everybody. Wayne slapped him on stage, ate it. That's my boss. You know what I mean? Like, he's paid his dues in a right way.
You ain't smacking this
But
shit.
you ain't smacking me on stage,
bro.
nigga.
I smacked the shit out
Look
of
at
you.
Diddy. Diddy broke his arm damn near. Drake never got Diddy back for that.
Hell
You know what? You know why Diddy did that to him, right? The
Nah, but
0
Drake
to
does
100
petty
beat.
shit.
0 to 100 beat.
He did that.
Drake
and
took it from him.
Yo, Drake and Nicki do petty
Petty
shit.
shit all
Obviously,
day.
Mrs. Petty,
Oh
but they
my
do petty shit.
God.
They're not gonna get you physically. They'll
But they
get you
gonna do
like
some
emo.
shit to-
Like that's where that whole J Lo shit happened. You understand? Like Drake is like they do.
But he
petty
hit J Lo,
shit.
this motherfucker.
Yo, man.
You know what? You know that's why I think
smashed.
that Nicki went after Nas, right? Because they always want to one up each other.
Yeah.
You gonna go for the queen of pop or the queen of whatever she is? Because I still don't consider her a singer.
But Drake also had pictures with the right people, like especially like when he was around Rihanna for mad long.
Yo.
Then he had a picture with like.
Don't you
with
see
him and
Riri right
Serena.
next to me?
Like then there was a time period with him and Serena, like he
Yeah.
just
Or when he put
He's
Meek in his
smart,
place?
But that's what I'm saying. He does petty shit. Like he's not with that whole like rah rah.
Nah.
He's I'm gonna get you where it
Nah,
hurts.
I don't even-
And
he
then he
said-
got Chris Brown with the Rihanna shit. Like
I
you
don't want to hear
mentioned,
about
like,
this ever again. Not even when you tell them that we better as friends.
Yeah.
A year later, they're friends. Not even. You see Nicki's man beefing with Meek?
With Meek, bro, that whole Meek situation, that shit is crazy.
Nicki's man, and you know what that is too? I think that has to be her. That
It's
has
a, well,
has to be.
I feel like she's a shit starter. She's like, it's been different situations.
She got what
with
she
different
deserved.
people. She's like started shit with Remy. She started with Kim. There was like she likes.
She's from
to-
Queens,
Drama.
nigga. That's what we
But
love
know.
drama.
she has to be relevant. Remember, we are in an era where controversy sells.
Facts.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's no longer sex.
Facts.
It's controversy.
And you can literally bring up anything, and if somebody's gonna battle it, it becomes popular.
But you saw what Meek tweeted, right? She deserved that shit. He tweeted some shit like saying like basically like she paid off she knew his brother was
A pedophile.
and she paid off the
lawyers,
lawyer
his
and
lawyer
everything.
fees.
But she was saying that she was indicating that Meek he abuses women. So
That's never come up though.
now Meek is like, oh no, you ain't fucking up my career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bullshit. You know why you could play that as bullshit? Because out of everything that Meek has done, he's only beef with dudes. You know what I mean? Meek never beef with one. The only woman that you beef with is the one that holds your plight. And Nicki Minaj seems like one that will hold Meek's plight because of the error in time. She left that man when he went to jail. You know what I mean? She's a
did.
piece of shit for that
But
shit.
she's
Like,
a piece of shit. But I feel like also it was probably her team telling her. You understand? Like when, like for example, look at the J Lo and P Diddy,
Daddy,
right?
right.
When that shit happened with court, her team made her. They told her you need to remove yourself from that situation because it's gonna fuck up your career. Because her and P Diddy was like,
See what
they
hip-hop
really
does?
was, your love. He was in love.
Oh, with her?
And make you do some crazy things.
Yo, of course he was in love with her.
What's
That-
his name? Love. That's his alias, right? Like his love,
What
his
you
alter
guys think
ego.
about
Love.
his What did you guys think about was it VH1? Yeah, VH1 making the band. It's
What
VH1,
happened?
right?
At the time?
They're
The way they're redoing it.
supposedly they reached out to Diddy. Diddy said yes, but Diddy's not being part of it. He's just putting his name on it because it was P. Diddy's making the
Yeah,
band.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, right now they're scouting.
Are you serious?
Supposedly they're scouting for a new making the band right now. Yup.
I
What do you think
mean-
about that? You think it's gonna have that same impact?
I don't think it's gonna have the
It's
same
not gonna
impact
have the
because
same
if he's
impact.
not
We're
gonna be
gonna have
involved,
15 Pop Smoke
'Cause
niggas?
I want to see motherfuckers walk for cheesecake, bro.
Who's gonna make them do that, right?
Who's gonna make you
Well,
walk
you know,
for
he- nah,
cheesecake?
well, him
nah,
being
because
so-
I feel like now everything is so motherfucking
Animated and fake.
What is it? Watered down.
Watered down.
Everything's so watered down, and everything, like you said, is fake. There's a script for everything now.
Yup.
So is it gonna be the same? No.
You
I don't
think they
so.
walk for cheesecake, nigga? They walked
Nah,
across the street and they made it look like a half-an-hour episode.
They dragged it.
They took a cab.
That's like I watched that, and then I watched the scene that Dave Chappelle did.
Okay.
Where he acted like P Diddy,
Yeah.
and that shit was like so funny. He made like homeboy go to Queens for one sugar cookie. Like
Yeah.
Yo, Chappelle just won mad awards too.
Yeah.
At the Oscars or Grammys, one of the two.
Eh,
I forget, but Chappelle just won mad awards, and you know what's funny? I
The
don't think-
Oscars is today.
Oscar. Oh, so the Grammys that just passed. Something just passed.
it was a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks. Yo, he didn't even
Okay.
show up though. He don't believe in that shit. He don't believe. A lot of people don't believe in that.
I mean,
shit.
look at
Cole?
look
Who?
at what Beyonce and Jay-Z.
They didn't.
I don't give a fuck about
They
that.
sat down at the shoot. They said, you know what? You know
They
what?
said
That's
they
fucked
were
up
at
though.
all. Like they
Nah,
were
that's
watching
fucked up.
the
You know-
singing.
no, that's-
It's like
It goes to show standards, yo. Cause look at T.I. Remember T.I. got knocked with all those guns? Community service, don't do no jail time, right? Now look at Kaepernick. Kaepernick took a knee
Kaepernick. Yeah.
Kaepernick. He didn't take a knee
like
during the
Kaepernick.
national anthem, right? What happened?
Okay.
His whole career, his NFL career is taken away from him. Does that mean since I'm attached to the NFL, I have to do everything that represents them, even against my will? What if I was Muslim and I didn't celebrate the national anthem? I can't be a NFL player.
At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck whether they sit or stand up. It is what it is.
I'm just saying they get a pass, my nigga. That's bullshit. Just like when Hove went to
Yeah,
Cuba when we couldn't
that's
go to Cuba.
Hov. Hov get a pass for everything,
Fuck
bro.
outta
What you
here.
mean, bro? He's like, he's God.
You know, what if he starts
I
an
did the Holy
epidemic now?
Trinity to him,
What
like-
if what if a lot of people start sitting down during the national anthem now because he did that?
I mean, at the end of the day, that's your prerogative. Like, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Everybody has their own. Right now, we live in a fucking sensitive world.
Facts.
Or era where everybody's fucking sensitive of everything. So, for me to really be sensitive of the fact that you're sitting down during the motherfucking anthem, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Go ahead, sit your. I
And
might sit down with you. How about that?
half of
Can
these
I buy a beer while we get this shit?
Half of these people that complain about it don't even know the words to the national
Yeah.
anthem.
Some of them be like, Jose, can you?
I thought his name was Jose.
It's old.
I know.
Yo!
She was about to say, no, you did.
I was like, don't be that Puerto Rican, bro. Don't be that Puerto Rican, bro.
John Leguizamo did that shit good. He went, Jose, can you
yeah.
see?
I was like, bro, don't be that. Don't be that motherfucker, yo.
Yo, I miss John Leguizamo stand up. Remember Sexaholic?
Oh my God, John Leguizamo, he's hilarious.
Fucking
He's
monster.
definitely
Well, Colombian
hilarious.
and Puerto Rican, right?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I
I have a question though. Are you guys, and obviously you guys been in your relationships, right? I feel like there was an article, and I believe on USA, Apple News actually. I'm sorry. How much sex should a couple? You asked this last week, I believe.
in the car.
How much sex should a couple should be having
Yeah, how many times a month should a couple have sex?
a month?
Going monthly?
Let's go a month.
Go ahead. He's like,
You know why?
go
Because
ahead,
what's
nah,
sex?
give the fucking
What's sex?
Not
What's
yet.
sex? What does oral count?
yeah, oral counts.
Oral count? Ah,
Any
shit.
type of
I want a
sexual
blowjob
encounter.
a day. If I'm being honest, a blowjob a day
All right, let me
will
ask you
go
a
into
question.
sex every day.
But then, all right, really?
A blowjob a day will go into sex every day.
Sounds
just
like
because.
fucking an apple a day takes.
But to be honest with you, I understand it because I can literally have sex every day.
I can have
You
sex
can?
every day, but
Every day.
Yeah, I can't.
I gotta be like.
Unfortunately,
be
there's
pissed
times in
and
the month that
steamed.
we cannot.
Yeah,
but-
that's fucked up. I gotta be like, if I'm pissed and I'm steamed off or a long day of work, any of those activate you. Now, if I'm laying there, I'm
But
not
let's
gonna
be
turn over to
realistic.
my
Let's
other.
be
and, like,
realistic.
But
As a couple,
how many times a month?
I told him, I
month?
think an estimate, like, let's just be realistically. I'm sure not everybody's having sex every day. So maybe 2 to 3 times a week. 3 times, let's just say 3. 3 times 4, that's 12. So 12 to 15 an average.
So that's just the pass. That's the passing grade.
Basically,
I would say, yeah,
I feel like that's the
basically.
norm. Like that's like
the
a,
norm for
And you,
like.
Paulo?
Because I know couples that be having sex like once or twice a month. And I'd be like,
Because
are you
when people are
fucking
busy,
serious?
like it's. I feel like how it all depends. If you guys live together, you probably have sex every day. But
Nah, I mean, you would think, right?
you would think.
But no,
but-
no, that does not happen.
But for like let's say for couples that don't live together and you see each other twice or 3
I think
times,
couples who don't live together have more sex, opposed to people who
who live together,
yeah.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
it's less
'Cause when-
tension. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Because
'cause-
no, I agree with that. Because when you're around somebody all the time, you don't. It's not you get tired of them, but you just get used to them.
I think, no, I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that when you live with somebody, you actually find out who the fuck they really are, and then that's when you like the first year of living together is like if you don't make it that year,
You ain't
It
gonna
won't
make
matter.
it.
you're
Never.
making it. Yeah, I'm making it. So that's how I feel like that first year is like the first year of being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna go broke, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is a relationship when you're living with them. So I feel like you have more sex. My experience, I have more sex when we're not living together than when we're living together because it's less tension, less fights,
I agree.
and all that good shit,
Because
right?
all of like the little shit will like piss you off. Like let's say if somebody like leaves the water running or dude leaves the seat up or like somebody
know.
somebody
I use
doesn't
that
do
shit as-
dishes or but all that.
Why is
tension,
your hair on the
Yeah,
motherfucking?
but that tension builds
wall?
up. So it's just
It
like
does.
so then people end up snapping at each other for nothing because it's just it's built up tension over for little.
I heard an older couple. The guy. I don't know how often they have sex, obviously, but She's always like wound up. She's always like that loud woman that, you know, joking on him, and then he'll always say something back. You know, it's never personal. It's always joking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling him, I'm like, yo, B, how you let her talk to you like that? And he goes straight up, B, I get my W every single night. She can talk to me like that all she wants, but at night she ain't talking. I was like, damn. That's how he's like, yo, whenever we have a problem, whenever there's an issue, whenever there's a, not to say that sex has been his solution for it, but sex is a way for people to be calmer after it. We're angry, we're bugged out, we fuck. Afterwards, I think we're just in a calmer space to discuss things and figure things out real quick. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it really pissed me off last night that you came home at like 8 in the morning, you know, and
You know, though, that's a gift and a curse, right, for me, right? Because I dated someone who used sex as a weapon.
that's fucked up, though.
And I loved it, but that's why I was still there. You understand?
I went through that,
and it was
too.
so toxic.
Yeah, I went
But
through
yet,
that, too.
the sex was so fucking
That's
good.
you
and that's the
can't
crazy
help it.
part. Some of the most toxic relationships, the
Are
sex
the
is
best
amazing.
sex.
Yo,
Yeah.
what?
Best sex.
This is why
The
you
craziest
cry
women.
over. This is why you fucking singing Darnell Jones and
Yeah, nah, yo.
and shit, because it be the toxic ones.
How did
I
she used to draw you in? I like this. How did she used to draw you
Oh,
in?
it depends which one, right? I have
like
my
that answer.
I had my share of toxic relationships.
That pussy
One
was
of them
good,
was
though.
one, yo. That's a fact, bro. I was like, that's wifey for lifey.
And you end up putting up with shit.
I did. I put over mad shit. How like one of them, there was like one of my first relationship. I dated a stripper, right?
Yeah, those are never good. I did that. Yeah.
No, it was never good, but it was good.
It was good, but
It was good.
when it's not good,
'Cause I
it
used to
sucks.
come in like tight, and when I see the lights dim, and she in her outfit, and I'm like, oh, I'm not mad at you anymore. She showed me titties. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I bet you got them type of nipples make a nigga get with you.
She got brilliant. Nah.
Yo, I used to date this chick, right? She night dweller, right? She only come out at night, don't come out during the day like that. So it was always an issue because I work 5 in the morning. She only comes out at night. So there's this little gray area where she would be home, but I got work at 5 in the morning. So it'd be the shit talk. You never spend time. Look, you don't even want to fuck. You don't even want to do nothing. You just shit on me as a guy at 3:30 in the morning while I'm like half asleep. So half asleep, I'd grab my shit. I'd walk the 12 blocks to her house, right? And I'm ready, mad, steaming, ready to argue.
Yeah.
This bitch, yo. I'm gonna let her know when I walk out of here. I don't even fuck with her. I'll walk through that door. And it's all dark, like you said, the setting set. And she just texted you 2 seconds ago and saying, I'm going to sleep. But the door was open.
Nah.
It's a
You
setup.
walk through, yo, B, and she's in the position that you love. And
That's
she's
when
not
the
even
bu-
looking at you.
when
She
she-
got her head faced that way, like this.
And her butt right there, like to the side. But we already know that code. Yo, you
I
ever
know,
told
I'm
the
still a
shorty-
sucker.
You ever told I'm like, I one time was like, stop
Yeah.
your shit, you want it, and they're like, no, stop, no, I don't, I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, stop fucking lying, yo. And I was like, I'm not a rapist, guy, so don't relax, though. 'Cause I
No, we
didn't-
believe in the Me Too's.
But it's like a code, like you do the whole, no, you have, and I'm a chick, so it happens with us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching yesterday, Zach and Murray make a porno.
Okay.
So there was a scene where the 2 gay couples was arguing, and he goes, they fight like normal people. And I'm like, yeah, bro, it happens to us too. We fight and we have the same sex situations as
Yeah,
well.
of course. Why would people think? That's what I find funny. Like, the only time I ever find it a little bit different is when somebody is trying too hard. When somebody's trying too hard in a relationship or trying too hard to be something they aren't, then
What's
you
your
can see
definition of trying too hard?
For me, trying too hard is like you're not being you. Like you're trying to put up this type of
Facade.
appearance
Okay.
to please somebody, but you're losing yourself doing it.
Damn, I think I tried too hard then.
it. Yeah. I think
I've done
with
that.
relationships, we all definitely say we can't.
I've tried to, I went to a place where I tried to like accommodate and please the person to a place, and it's like you said, you lose yourself. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true.
I did
You
that
don't
with that
realize
stripper. That stripper.
No, I didn't do it with the
Now with the
stripper.
stripper, I did
She
because
had-
she would only, I would only go to see her at 4 in the morning when she was leaving to pick her up. You know, because she would tell me, don't come in to see me. I don't want you to come see me. There's mad niggas on me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to look at me like that because we're dating. And I'd be like, it don't bother me. Please, just don't say. I said, no
I used to
problem.
go.
So 4 in the morning, I would pick her up. And we would go to the house, and it feels like almost like she was trying too hard to be a normal person when she really wasn't.
It's because of her
insecurities.
Yeah, it's not just that. It's because of her job. Because technically, depending on who you're talking to, it could be looked at really bad.
Yeah,
it can.
It's like she doesn't want to see you. She doesn't want you to see her like that.
Like she doesn't want you to look at her like she's degrading or something.
And I think she was used to men that did that to her.
Obviously. Look at the positions we're in, like with our jobs. Like you as a DJ, you have one of the worst reputations, where DJs fuck every bitch, like pretty much.
I had that time. It's cool. I got over that.
He confirmed it. He's like, I had at one point. But you guys had that reputation.
I mean, he didn't say he didn't still do it.
But you guys had that reputation that because you guys meet a lot of people, yada yada yada. You are prone to be to be with another person quicker than someone else. You understand? Like me as a promoter or as it's easy or whatever the fuck I do, host everything.
Yeah.
I meet so many people, so you as a artist, a rapper, our reputation is that we're promiscuous.
Nigga, I'm just bad being Gil.
You know, yeah. But so it's like a stripper. I know, although the clothes are taken off, but you look at certain titles, you still have that reputation. You understand? Like you as a DJ, me as who I am, you as a rapper. You as a rapper, you're known to fuck mad bitches. You understand? And fuck up hotels and
if
do
I do
drugs
a video, if I do
all
a video with a chick, I definitely fucked her. That's the way it works. I'm a rapper.
That's true.
I'm a rapper. If he's in the DJ booth and the chick came up to him more than 3 times for the evening, just
you
to
got
laugh
her number,
at him, he already fucked her. He's planning to later.
Yeah.
If I invite my friends out and they come to another event, like let's say like they came to a party before and I invite them somewhere and it's automatic, I fucked one of them. That's what people think.
Yeah.
And they could just be my friends.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yo, son, we should all make shirts, artistry shirts that say I fucked them.
Ooh, I'm with it.
Actually,
no, I'm not with it.
You know why? Because they might really think you did it.
Yeah, because I hate the fact. I hate that. I don't know if you guys have that, but because of my personality, right? You have I have me V, and then my alter ego V-Henny, right?
I thought she was gonna say her name, yo. I thought she was gonna do it. She's been practicing.
I have been practicing. So you have like for people feel like V-Henny is this promiscuous person who stay meeting bitches and stay flirting with bitches. I'm a natural flirt. I get that because I see your face.
No, because I know I could get why people would say that, but at the end of the day, if they know you, it's just
you.
Yeah.
It's not malice. It's not malicious.
It's not malicious. I mean, as long as I know I know not to disrespect my partner, I feel like I'm good. Like I'm not gonna take things to a level where I'd be like, yo,
you can't take it back.
In that DM, you understand? I'm not gonna be stupid either. Yeah. You understand? But I know, like in the where we're at in our position is just like it's easy to get. Nah,
but I think honesty is the best policy.
It is.
Yo,
I agree.
I remember
absolutely
just chilling till like 6, 7, 8 in the morning, and chilling with an ex-girlfriend till 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Come home and waking up my girlfriend like, yo, I'm drunk. You know who I was chilling with? And she was pissed.
Of course she would be pissed.
Yeah.
But can't take shit away from me because I'm honest about it.
Yeah.
I'm honest about it.
I did it though. I did that recently.
Oh, you did that recently?
I did like something like where I met up with an ex and
but you were honest.
And I was like, yo, I just want to be honest with you. This is, I was like, I swear nothing happened. But it's still, you understand? I think I'm in a place right now. I think, you know what it is? Because it's human. Not everybody's honest. I think it's because of all the shit that I went through. And in relationships, now I'm in a place where I'm trying to be as transparent as I can be.
That's why I'm like that with my girlfriend. Like, I tell her everything. I tell her where I'm going places. It's not that she's clocking me, but I try to be transparent because I've been on both sides.
Yeah.
And when I just never want to I never want anybody to think I'm hiding something from them.
Facts.
Same here. That's a fucking horrible feeling.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hence the reason why I'm the same way too. So that's when I was like, yo, I got something to tell you. And it was just like, I met up with this person, yada yada yada, whatever, and it was just like, I. And it's funny because she was upset, but she was just like, I know you're not. She's like, the great part was that I also played the role as your friend before, so I saw how you were. I got to see I was on that end, and I saw how you were when you was in a relationship. I saw how you were in front of people. I see how you are. So this is why I trust you. She's like, but if I didn't get to see that, I would have been pissed the fuck off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I know how you are. Like I know the difference between V and V-Henny. Like, I see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yes, it's upsetting. Don't let that shit happen again. However, thank you for your honesty. And I was like, I just want to be honest because...
You can't take nothing away from you when you're honest.
And then now with technology and everything, everybody's recording everything.
Yeah, you can't.
Everybody's doing everything, photos, all that shit. I don't want none of that shit on my fucking...
I saw something on Twitter the other day. This guy was at a game with his girl. Well, it wasn't his girl. It was his side piece. Mm-hmm. And his side piece went to kiss him when the camera went on them. And he went,
oh, shit.
Gave her the stiff arm right on the camera. That's how you get caught. You just kiss her, nigga. At that point, you just kiss her. And then you tell your girl that wasn't me.
I went to a seafood spot by my side.
Seafood aphrodisiac.
Shellfish.
In Brooklyn. And I walked in. I was sitting at the bar. And this guy walks in with this girl. And I was thinking that they're a couple. And like 20 minutes into like their dinner, his girlfriend walks in.
Go ahead. And
so they're about to have this. So his girlfriend walks and sits right next to him, and Shorty that he's on a date with is just sitting right here. So me and the bartender's looking at this shit like, this shit not about to go down that good at all.
Yeah, nah.
I used to like watching those shows, like those shows where the private eye would follow the cheater and then find her fucking another dude in the truck, and then the man would come out of nowhere. Mike Ruger just did a joke about that. Mike Ruger just did a joke about that.
He did?
Yeah, where he hired a fake private eye and his girl's with some dude in the store. He's trying to fight the dude in jail.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Never, I would never. Listen, we're gonna take a music break. We're gonna come back with Amaurys from Bronx native in the building.
Okay, good at that.
Yeah. Really fucking hard.
Check.
Rocky, I heard that boy was a coward. You know I'm spinning on Howard. My life a movie, no quarter, man, shorty on power. Hit your top when I... Rocky,
Willie P Production.
Love, light, strike. Rocky, I heard that boy was a coward. You know I'm spinning on Howard. My life a movie, no quarter, man, shorty on power. Hit your top when I really rock. Static high, got the city shot. 30 hit, I made him diddy bop. Intersection with a silly thought. Yeah, they calling me GOAT, but I'm still a rookie. Beat on the cat, I never been pussy. Labels used to overlook me. Now they tryna overbook me. Some of my niggas went off in this college. Some in the streets getting busy. Niggas be playing, they thinking I'm shy. See me been hit with the Wizzy. Shorty lifted off the Whitney. I was chillin' till it hit me. Know they solid if they with me. Tell the coppers come and get me. Tryna get high like NASA. Hop in the ghost and I'm Casper. Mike Jack, get my shit look bad. And shorty mad cause I won't add her. Shorty mad cause I won't add her. Pull it up, plasma. Shorty mad cause I won't add her. Pull it up, plasma. Rocky, I heard that boy was a coward. You know I'm spinning on Howard. My life a movie, no quarter, man, shorty on power. Hit your top when I really rock. Static high, got the city shot. 30 hit, I made him diddy bop. Intersection with a silly thought. Yeah.
Shooting, spin back, then recruit it. Moving, I'm with the streets and they moving. Picky, I don't know why she choosing. I'm off the Henny, I'm confusing. I'm lit now, confusing. I'm big boss, but I'm cruising. Baddie, she choosing. And all this winning, no losing. Down the Henny, no goosing. Mark Clan, no goosing. I fuck a baddie named Susan. She fell in love with the dick. She moving wacky and abusive.
Rocky, I heard that boy was a coward. You know I'm spinning on Howard. My life a movie, no cut up and shorty on power. Hit your top when I milli rock. Static high, got the city shot. 30 hit him, made him diddy bop. In the section with a silly thought. Rocky, I heard that boy was a coward. You know I'm spinning on Howard. My life a movie, no cut up and shorty on power. Hit your top when I milli rock. Static high, got the city shot. 30 hit him, made him diddy bop. In the section with a silly thought.
I'm Mr. Gore.
Yeah. Yeah. Straight out the booth.
Yeah, Lotto's round the block. See a op, we gon' drop it.
Ay, 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 ay. Nigga, you buggin'. Bobby gon' circle the block. I'm doing the job with a mop. Yeah, it's clean 'em up, clean 'em up. All of my niggas is glittered up. Wax on, wax off. Perfect. I'm packing the balls on the ferry. It's working the gulligan. I come from the island, straight out the roof. Be careful, my nigga, to shoot. Yeah, nigga, you buggin'. Hey, yeah, nigga, you buggin'. Nigga, you buggin'. You poppin' those pills like you loving it.
Wow.
We all in the club and you cuffin' it.
Damn.
He said he gon' shoot, but he bluffin'. Damn.
Shit.
I thought you was lit. Shit. You don't want smoke, you quit. Bobby got gas, he lit. I wanna lick. Get your ass on the floor, bitch, better not move. Keep on touching your toes, bitch, I drip like I'm dipped in Dior. Bitch, I drip, cause I'm dipped in Dior. Hold up.
Hey, hey, yeah, Lotto round the block. See a op, we gon' drop it.
Nigga, you buggin'. Bobby gon' circle the block. I'm doing the job with a mop. Yeah, it's clean 'em up, clean 'em up. All of my niggas is glittered up. Wax on, wax off. Yeah, perfect. I'm packing the balls on the ferry. It's working the gulligan. I come from the island, straight out the roof. Be careful, my nigga, to shoot. Yeah, nigga, you buggin'. AK-47. Yeah, nigga, you buggin'. Baby, bounce it up and down, go crazy.
Damn.
Got a little booty, make it
Shake that.
wavy. Them tits is perky.
Wow.
Pop a perky.
Nah.
You not worthy others.
Hold up.
Uchi Wally, baby Papa Molly. She said, Bobby, Bobby, what the fuck you buy me? I said, little mommy, pussy on tsunami. If you try me, hit him with that Tommy. Oh, hit your Bobby, baby, do your Bobby. Catch a oppie, turn him to a homie. We in the party, smoking lottie dotty. We in the party, smoking lottie dotty. Nigga, you buggin'. Bobby gon' circle the block. I'm doing the job with a mop. Yeah, it's clean 'em up, clean 'em up. All of my niggas is glittered up. Wax on, wax off. Nigga, Paul kill, nigga. I'm packing the balls on the ferry. It's working the gulligan. I come from the island, straight out the roof. Be careful, my nigga, to shoot. Yeah, nigga, you buggin'. Hey, yeah, nigga, you buggin'.
Boss ass bitch, boss ass bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch, boss ass bitch. These bitches really think they fucking with me, knowing they not. These bitches always being sneaky, trying to build up a plot. These bitches always talking hot like they on top of the pot. And I ain't running for no bitches, but I run from the cops. Run down, little bitch, and you get done up. Have a body missing, so she looking for a come up. Left a homie leaking, now they looking for a plumber. Fed her to the dogs, and they was done before the summer. I ain't worried about the next bitch, I'm too invested. I don't stress shit, I bless shit, I'm on your neck, bitch. Make a nigga give me head and back of her Lexus. I'm all crazy on that cowboy like we up in Texas. I'm the big goddess to these stank hoes. Swear to God, get mines, I'ma take yours. Got the big Dracos with the big rolls. Running down fake bitches and these fake hoes. I'm a wrecking ball, these bitches, I demolish it. Gotta stay quiet for the kisses, I did not agree. Bitches talking spicy when they see me, don't acknowledge it. Put all that faking, cause I know your money counterfeit. I'ma pass it to my bitch whenever I'm done. Smoke one split, we rolling up another one. Beat a bitch up like a drum, rounds like a Tommy gun. You call it war, but I call it we just having fun. Nigga, we just having fun. Like me since the moment that I stepped up on the scene. They try to mop me up, I turn around and came out with the clean. To these bitches, they be big back. Into that, get a big smack. Smack a bitch, I'm just okay in her head with her wig cap. Run down, little bitch, run down. Run down, little bitch, run down.
Yo, what's
Oye,
good? What's
¿cómo
good? We
va?
back in the building. I was about to finish that line right now. I was like, that's why I got stuck. I was like,
I never remember the rest of the words. Yo.
Who sings that song again?
I don't know.
Celia Cruz, I think.
So
No.
yes, maybe.
I don't know. How you feeling?
What's good?
What's
This is the intro.
This is the intro.
Oh, okay.
Let's do this.
I was waiting because I was like, what are y'all gonna say?
Because I was gonna be like, yo, what's up? We back, and then this motherfucker did the whole, oh yeah, come on.
We still don't know the words.
I don't know.
Fucking Puerto Ricans.
Oh man,
that's
yo,
what's up.
Santa from
Santa.
who? Celia Cruz, right? Celia Cruz.
Song by Santana.
Oh, Santana. Yo,
Santana.
I'm a horrible Puerto Rican.
I'm actually Dominican, so
That's
have a
still
good night.
not a good look, bro. He's like,
Yo, but the melting pot be real with Spanish people in New York. Like if you're from the same borough, like Puerto Ricans from the Bronx are different from Puerto Ricans in Queens.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? But I think that Dominicans and Puerto Ricans of the Bronx are more similar than.
Nah.
You know what I mean? No.
Don't compare the two.
No?
Nah, let me stop.
Let's
get into this intro.
But you know what's crazy? When I was growing up, there was a lot of beef between Puerto Ricans. Like I remember there was like a group of Puerto Ricans that used to like bully me like platano, bratata.
Really?
That's a fact. But I feel like now that I've a couple of years have gone by, I think Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in the Bronx
are more united.
Definitely, yeah. Because growing up, I remember like all the Puerto Ricans like like I was the oddball, like damn. But I feel like now there's enough Dominicans and enough Puerto Rican. There's been Puerto Ricans, but they're all like going to Florida and stuff.
Shout out to
but
motherfucking.
It is what it is.
We have Amaurys.
Was goody.
In
Was
the
goody.
motherfucking building. The CEO.
You already know the vibes. Yes.
Man
yes.
of the Bronx natives.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this. I appreciate you guys, for doing this. We're at the Bronx Native Shop.
Yeah, man.
And this is what it's all about,
yes,
right? Being a platform, working together, collaborating, and you guys are doing it up out here. Talk to me, bud.
All right, since I've been here, any straggler that walks in, or even like when I came in, I said the same thing. If you wanted a definition of hip hop without having words, you would get it standing in the center of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without having words, you would get it. Now, how long is this? When's the when was this made?
When was it made?
Estimated. Like when was it made?
When was it? When was it established? EEST. The brand started in the beginning of 2016.
Okay.
But we didn't start with an actual shop. We were just like selling through IG, having popping up here and there.
Okay.
But in October of 2017, the landlords of the location, actually the grandson of the landlord, actually sent me a DM.
Okay.
And he was like, "Hey, you want to do a pop-up shop?" And I was like, "Pop-up shop? Let's do it." We've been doing pop-up shops here and there. One of the first ones we did was a pop-up shop in a chicken spot.
That's different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? All right. So I remember. Hold on, because I remember coming to this shop, right? My first experience, I believe it was last year. I went to an open mic, right? You was doing open mics here. So all right. So my first experience, I come here. I was invited. They was like, "Yo, pull up. There's an open mic. It's called Bronx Natives. Pull up." And I was like, "I bet I'm gonna come through." And my experience was actually my first time coming here was unforgettable, right? Because I had a situation that happened, right? No, it wasn't here. I actually spoke with you. But I believe I spoke with you, or so I don't know. I probably did speak with you. I'm not sure, but I come here and it was pretty packed. I met a lot of people.
Yes.
And I met a lot of people, and basically we're like, we good? We good? All right. All right. So boom. So we go right. I come here and this is packed, right?
Yes.
So I'm about to do a live, right, on my Instagram, and I come, right, I'm like, I'm doing a live, boom. I take my phone, and we good? We good? All right,
we're goody.
So let's...
Awesome.
So I take my phone, right? Mm-hmm. I take my phone, and I'm like, boom, I'm recording. Everybody see I'm recording.
Yeah.
I look on my live, and boom, I see my ex pops up on my live.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, oh. And then my girl at the time, boom, right underneath her.
Like they were watching the live.
On my
They
live.
were watching the live.
So I go, when I see the X, mind you, I don't even know why the X popped up. Right? Because the ex is married with another chick, right? So I'm like, why is she, so boom, she goes in my live. So I'm like, and then all of a sudden, my girl at the time, right underneath, right? You know how Instagram shows you the name, right? Yo, I'm sick. I'm like, oh. Then all of a sudden, I get a text. We need to talk. And I was like, click. I got off the live, and I was like, I like this place, but I gotta go.
I like being here. I like what's happening.
But I loved it. I was so upset, right? Because I was like, fuck, this is happening. But he had so many dope artists, because it was an open mic he had. So it was, and I was just like, yo, the energy was definitely dope. The just when like you mentioned, G, like when I walked in, I fell in love automatically. I fell in love. I was like, yo, it gave me just that hip hop feel. You understand? And I told myself, I was like, I want to do the show here. And a year later,
that's fine. No. So when we first opened up, they wanted us to just come in and just sell our merchandise. And we were like, nah, bro, we have to take some time to just set the mood, get the vibes right, get the aesthetics correct. So we wanted it to be an interactive experience. So when people come in, anyone that comes in could tag up the walls. So this whole wall right here was the first one here. Was the only one that people were able to tag up, but then it went to this wall, then people started tagging this wall, the whole bathroom, and so everything is tagged up now. But we want to just overall create an experience, like an authentic BX experience where people come in, from the props to the walls to the merchandise to the events that we have here, from ciphers to community events, and just have this vibe going, this cultural hub, and just continue to make it happen.
And that's why when I decided, like I said, moving forward, a year later, I was like, yo, I'm here, right? Because you give that essence of the culture, you understand? And the more I kept, we still wasn't talking like that, but I heard good things about you. Like, you're about the community, and you like how you are open to, allow people to be creative and be themselves, and you're supportive, And then when I decided to come here, obviously we spoke and everything. It was just like, it felt like home. You understand? My question to you was just like, did you grow up? I know you grew up. You're Dominican. You're from the Bronx, right? Dominican from the Bronx, Latino. Did you grow up to hip hop? Because I know with me being Latina, I grew up to salsa, like Latin music. So what made you Did you grow up to hip hop, or what made you get really involved in the hip hop culture?
So first of all, I grew up in a Pentecostal household. Okay. So the music that was being played was that Christian music, right?
That's real different.
It's a fact.
So you don't shave your legs?
Nah. Oh, my legs is I'm hairy. But no, it was like that, back in the days. And I actually, I'm a musician. I started playing bass in church. Then I was in the jazz band when I was in high school. But I was always creative, drawing and illustrating and stuff like that. But I feel like in high school is when I really tapped into hip hop, right? And I started listening to the people that were relevant at the time. Kanye West, he just put out Dark Twisted Fantasy. Drake was doing his stuff. Yeah. So I'm 26. Okay. So when so during high school, and then I started exploring the Bronx is the birthplace of hip hop, this and this, you know what I mean? And I just dove right into it, you know what I mean? And hip hop is something that came from the Bronx that has impacted the whole world, and it has become so mainstream. So us doing Bronx native, we take elements of hip hop throughout, and this is why you see the shop how it looks. This is why you see some of the merchandise that we have and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's
excuse me.
I won't repeat it, but you said your age. I won't repeat it, but you said your age.
You can repeat it.
I can't, but I'm trying to. I'm trying to picture another person at the same age that even rocks with our style of music or our style of being. You know, this is a style. This is a style. I can't think of people in that age demographic that had that style. I joke all the time and say we're the last of the Mohegans. We're the last of the Mohegans of what we remember from that time. You carry that over. Is that big part of your influence? Those times?
No, definitely. One of the main things that we wanted to do with the brand was bridge the gap between like old school and new school, right?
Okay.
Because growing up, all these kids, they don't really know. It's part of our history, and we wanted to make that relevant in the visual language of the branding and everything, and the aesthetics, to the merchandise, to the things we post, to the media that we produce and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. Even from the logo, we have the old tenement building, right?
Yeah.
So taking a visual thing that everyone have seen, everyone can connect to, but also tying that into like very like clean type of and stuff like that.
I know you mentioned.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned like how you guys originally did not have the shop. Obviously, you guys were selling online. But what originated the whole merch idea?
So I always knew I wanted to do something for the BX because I was just tired of all the negativity and everything that people used to say when I was in school. Even from people in the Bronx, right? People, oh, I hate the Bronx. I gotta leave the hood. Blah blah. Blah. So I always.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm from the Bronx, but I stay talking shit about my borough.
That was the mentality. It was like, yo, and everybody said it was like common for us. Like, yeah, we're gonna leave. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna leave. We're gonna forget the Bronx. We hate it. It's ugly. Blah blah blah. And then everyone else also thought these negative things, and I said, I got to change this. This was a birthplace of so many incredible things, and it's just the story of not only the Bronx, but the story of like disenfranchised communities, right? The stories of these communities of colors, of minorities that have not been given the resources and the opportunities as others, right? So I said, I got to really step it up, and me as a creative, me as an entrepreneur, create this brand that embodied the Bronx and showcase the Bronx how it should. You know what I mean? So
do you feel like, coming from the Bronx and being a business owner here, we already know that when you want to open up an establishment within your community, you have to, it's more than what it seems like. You have to speak with the community, speak with like legals and stuff like that. Do you feel like, being in the Bronx and you wanted to make a difference, right? Do you feel that the Bronx is supportive with one another? I'm
gonna keep it a buck. People of color, I'm putting myself in that field. We don't like to support each other for some reason. I'm not categorizing everything as a whole, but me doing this for a couple years now, I have seen the stuff that happens in our communities. A lot of people, either jealousy or ego or like, but sometimes other people support more than your own, and that's what I've truly noticed. But grateful to all, we've incredible people that have been supporting us since day one and everything. But what I've noticed, so yes.
It's funny because I mentioned that recently, like maybe a few months back, right? Because people have been reaching out to me. They're like, yo, why don't you do shows in the Bronx? You're from the Bronx. And I'm like, I've tried. So I was like, in the past, I've tried. I started doing shows in Manhattan and in Brooklyn. Boom. So then recently I came back to the Bronx, and I went to a particular venue, and I was just like, this is what I want to do, X, Y, and Z. And the venue was just like, we don't do hip-hop music. What? And I was like, what? Bro, I go to this. I went, and I'm like, I live across the street from this venue. You guys do hip-hop music there. But it's cool. It is what it is. I felt like, like you said, like I feel like they pick and choose who they want to work with, and it's not so supportive. Hence the reason why I feel like in the Bronx, it lacks the business that it can be so opened with like it can bring so much diversity and so much diversity, so much culture, so much business into this particular borough. But because they're so picky with who they want to work with, and like you said, ego, envy, and whatever, it's like, so. Did it discourage me? Absolutely not. I was just like, this is why I don't come to the Bronx, but it's fucked up. I feel like, and I'm sure you as a creative entrepreneur, what would you say is a challenge you overcame becoming a business owner here at this particular
BX
in the BX in this particular location?
In this particular
because
location?
it's up and coming the way they're getting with like everything.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been very fortunate to be here. First of all, because of all the activity and all the things that are happening in this neighborhood, and it wasn't like we were looking to be here or anything. It just really just came to us, and the opportunity came about. But yeah, this neighborhood is quote unquote up and coming. There's a lot of development. There's a lot of quote unquote gentrification happening. But from an outside point of view, that can look a little bit like, oh, any business that is around that area has correlations to those roots or those developers and stuff like that. But from an insider and viewing it from here, this is most of the new businesses that are coming up here are of people that are from the Bronx, right? People of color that genuinely want to, do dope stuff here. The Bronx Native Shop, the Flower Shop, Mahibin Bar and Grill, even Charlie's Bistro and the Lit Bar, right? So all of these businesses are aligned. Definitely there's a couple of them that are, funded or fueled by, these other entities and stuff like that. But for the most part, and we work, very well together as a community to support each other. Anytime we're hosting an event, the Bronx Brewery sponsors beer, any other restaurant sponsors food and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope,
But what's a challenge you can say
Yeah.
that you overcame with opening this shop?
So I think it will be a challenge. So opening the shop, I've never done retail in my whole life. So just like having a store, folding merchandise the right way, that's already a challenge for me. So I was like, oh, shit, I legitimately have a store. But I think most of the challenges that most people, now I have like overhead that I have to pay on a monthly basis. I got bills. So I'm just like, I can't just be chilling all day now. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to pay bill next. I got to pay my rent next week.
Time is money.
That's a fact. So I have that. Now we have a second shop as well.
Nice.
That's another. But at the end, they're both blessings, and they're both fueling our mission to change the narrative and to be a platform for the community and stuff like that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Have you ever been? Because you said you grew up religious.
Mm-hmm.
I think education is one of the biggest deals and one of the biggest things we can take from our parents.
Mm-hmm.
Education, schooling, and growing up. Good or bad things, get educated. Have you always been so social? Because just like her, you guys have to be social in order to negotiate these contracts with these other companies and community entities and setting things up. You can't be a person in a shell or a clam to do these type of things. Do you think that your upbringing had a big deal with why you're so open or social or want to give so much?
I think my upbringing.
You're not religious, are you?
Like in a religion's.
The way you were brought up, are you the same type of religion?
Not necessarily. Like I'm not like advocately. I'm a believer and stuff like that.
You consider yourself spiritual?
Welcome to the Artistry, baby.
Not really. And I think just close it right there.
You're hesitant with the whole religious.
Because I want to know like what does that even mean? Like
you
grew up Pentecostal, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I made a joke about not shaving hair on your legs, but it was a joke more or less pertaining to the way they live a certain life. There's a standard. You can say you're religious, but you don't believe in that same standard, right? Like, what is being religion?
What is your religion?
What is being religious to you?
Do you believe in God?
I do believe in God.
Okay.
Yes,
that's good enough for us.
Okay,
we're good.
Nah, but why did you become so social? Was it because of church? Was it because of your parents, your house?
I actually don't think so because I was very shy growing up as well. I was I was like the little kid in the back just drawing.
Can't tell, nigga. You got golden grills.
Hey, the vibes. That's just why. So through my journey, I made a decision. Right when I was when I first opened up my first business and I wanted to do, I have a creative studio. I said to myself, I need to get out of my shell. You know what I mean? I want to do so many impactful things, so many incredible things. I can't do it, all to myself, not talking, not being social. You have to put yourself out there, and that's a fact. So I was like, I constantly continue to put myself in uncomfortable positions so I can get out there, from like, yo, I don't want to talk to those people, but I know I need to connect. Let me just go over there. Yo, what's up? Blah, 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 start small talk. I remember when I started SVA, which it was my university. I was like, yo, I'm going to sit in the front row of every class. I'm going to raise my hand for any question. I don't even care if I don't even know the answer. I know I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to talk because I knew it was something that I had to overcome. Nice. And I constantly did that, and at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The more you do something, the better you get. So practice makes perfect. I kept doing that. People started telling me, oh, come here, come talk to this event. Come be a speaker come be a keynote speaker. Come speak to this. And I said, yes. Even though I didn't think I was the best or anything, I said yes. I did it, and I'm just continuously just trying to make it better and every day.
Seeing all this, like people hitting you up, like, yo, like you said, come be a keynote speaker, things like that. When did the realization of hit you? We're like, oh, this shit is really happening.
Yeah. Like being a public speaker
like
and
speaking,
speaking,
just like people looking at you at this point as a public figure.
Yeah. So
when did it like really hit you? At what point?
I actually, even before I started doing it, even before Bronx Native, I actually said to myself, I was like, yo, I want to be a public speaker because I just saw the power that they had when they spoke so eloquently and so like inspirational and so empowered. So I was like, damn, dude, that's fire. Like I want to be able to do that. And I remember I called my friend. He was a public speaker at the time, and I said, bro, how do you do it? And he told me, bro, public speaking is a skill. All right. Just going in front of your mirror and just keep doing it. And then I remember I just took that information. I was like, damn, dude, he's right. Dude, it is a skill. Like I could get better at it the more I do it. So I just started little by little, and then I was like, and then now I guess I'm just, I'm happy. I know I'm on the right path, but I need to go even stronger and continue to do this work in a bigger scale. So
I think it's so dope because obviously you are young, and
wait a minute, how old are you guys? Because
I'm 45.
Stop.
I'm 45.
I'm 55.
Nah, stop. He's like, I'm 45.
You want my industry age? My industry age, I'm 20.
I'm 21.
Nah. I turned 31 on Thursday.
Stop. I'm confused.
I turned 31 on Thursday. No, I wouldn't be able to tell that you were of the age demographic of 26 only because we haven't like outside of here like hung out and listened to music and listen and like usually you get a side of how old somebody is when you see their music, when you see their business savvy, their conversation. You made a choice to be a public speaker, and it's given you such a great jump ahead because you may be 20 whatever, but your aura, your presence, and the way you choose to carry yourself due to who you have to be when you're public speaking, it's go ahead and molded you to a person where you seem older in this. You seem more educated in it. And that's what I wanted to say to before, like a big deal about like where we stand and where we live and why there is hate and why it's because of education. It's lacked upon to teach somebody that you don't have to downplay the next man, rather learn his moves to be better than him or be better for yourself. But you don't got it just because you're not doing it, put him down.
It is education, but it's not the it's not the education we are brought up with.
Facts. That's what I'm saying we lack.
Like in school, they don't teach us how to be entrepreneurs.
Social.
And I was gonna speak with you. I mentioned this, the fact that, like every time I see you, like I told him today, I said your words are impeccable.
You did say that.
I did say that.
He said I'm feeling.
I'm like, I'm like, what are you saying? You know why? Because.
Incredible.
I'm
feeling incredible.
And I'm like, yo, your word. I told him today, I said, your words are your choice of words are so impeccable. And I'm like, and when I say that is because I got when you read I read a lot. And I was gonna ask you, do you read a lot?
I actually don't. I'm keeping
No?
a book. I'm not a reader. Yes, I wish I was.
I thought you would have been.
Audiobooks?
The way
And
you like.
No, but I'm not. I'm definitely not. I can't.
No audiobooks?
Not even. I haven't been able to even hear any audiobooks.
So when I say
Nope.
impeccable, right? It's because of a book, the Four Agreements. And Four Agreements. One of the agreements would be impeccable with your words. And people don't realize that words are powerful.
Facts,
You understand?
facts.
So I love his energy, right? Because every time I say, I'm like, yo, what's up? How you doing? He's like, I'm fantastic. And I'm like, he's like, I'm marvelous. It's like he has a motherfucking thesaurus and shit. He's like,
I just pick
what's
a word
another word for
every
great?
day. That's funny.
But
That's it.
No, go ahead.
Quick question: are you in your head a lot? Do you think about a lot of things before you say things?
I would say I would like to do that more because I feel like I just sometimes just whoop. You know what I mean?
It's. I give it to you because it's natural. So that's a great thing. And
It is natural.
But what she's saying, I feel like you're well thought out.
Yes.
Your thought process is well thought out.
See, right now he's thinking about
to
it.
a certain extent. Because what I'm because you're saying that, and I'm just thinking. I'm like, damn, I wish I really was because there's a lot of things going on. You know what I mean? And I would. To a certain, and that's why I said to a certain extent, like I do plan my day, my week in advance. Like, okay, I'm gonna do these meetings. You know what I mean? But I do a lot of things off the wing, and it's just it just flows organically, and it has worked so far. Because even Bronx Native, it came out from like a passion project, like, oh, we're gonna do this, and it grew into like a business. It grew into 2 shops. We're doing things all over the world. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is that as well. I can't say I'm that, precise, But sometimes I wish I was more, but it is what it is. I think a balance of both is healthy because sometimes the body wants to do something, but, it's just a lot of things that involve. So, yeah.
Let's very quickly, let's dive into the second shop. When are you starting, when are you opening the second?
Where?
Yeah.
So it's open already.
It's open already?
It's open already, but we haven't opened it in 2020 so far because we're doing some new stuff to it. But it is in 866 Hunts Point Avenue, and it's the Bronx Native Market. Should be opening by mid-Feb. So we're thinking actually the 14th to reopen it, and it's basically we have
14th of what?
of this month.
Oh.
Yes. So it should be next week. Yeah. We just got to do some stuff, and then we'll be back in action. We got like about 20 plus vendors in there selling their merchandise. And we got some events coming up.
The pressure is intense, huh?
For what?
I mean, you open at the 14th.
That nigga said for what?
Yeah.
Yo, he didn't even get the question.
No, my bad.
Nah, you good.
My bad. No,
you good.
What I'm
That's
saying,
a great thing.
It already open.
I'm saying though, but you
You got overhead now, like you said. You got 2 shops to worry about.
Yeah, that's a fact. Oh no, but that's a fact.
You don't feel pressure? That's what she meant.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I'm
like,
just saying you saying that on the 14th.
I feel the pressure every day. I live
on the
with pressure.
14th is what?
The reopening.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't feel no sort of pressure for that, the reopening of all of this?
I mean, be honest, no. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, that's good. That's confidence,
He looked at you like that, like pressure. ¿Qué es eso? Pressure. ¿Qué es eso? Pressure.
I'm under mad pressure for that, and I would have been right now like, yo, I gotta do this.
No, it's all good.
He has to be a level of calm though to be doing this even with that going on. But he said it though. He said he lets things flow. I don't think he lets his next move flow though. He probably writes that somewhere in a chamber in his head to make sure it's a constant.
Do you?
Wait.
Like your next move. If you're gonna open up a business, if you're gonna mess with this vendor, you're gonna do business with her, you're gonna do business with a DJ. Those things are a constant that are locked up in your mind where you don't have to repeat them. They're constant things.
And I write everything down too. So I legit like if I something like that, I write it.
What do we just argue about?
I'll add it. I can't just like because I'll be forgetting sometimes or whatever. But yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, what's one thing you can say to someone right now at a young age and they're just like they're telling you like, yo, Amari, I want to start a business, I just don't know how. Money's a situation.
Yeah.
What are some words of encouragement you can give to them?
Well, first of all, if anyone is out there listening, literally come to the shop. I'll give you step by step what to do if you want to start your own business. Which I already started. Like we had we have an intern. She's 17, and she's like, I want to start my own entertainment business. And I was like, that's incredible.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I said, look, I'm gonna tell you. I said, take your notebook out. I'm gonna tell you. And she was asking me like, oh, like how do I start? Like how did you get to where you at? And I said, take out your notebook. I'm gonna tell you legitimately step by step, with little to no money, to how to start. You know what I mean? I tell everyone we're living in the best time to be alive. Right, because we have so many resources, we have so many things that we can utilize. The internet, social media, just the connection of how far we've come. You can do it, So any kid out there, any young person who wants to start their own business, all you got to do is put your mind into it. Just literally Nike, just do it. You know what I mean? That's it.
Don't be naive neither. Like. You said a big deal that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Go on the internet, bro. Like, go on the internet. Use Google. Use people. You got something like them. They're a working brand. Use that as an example. She got 100 episodes where you can see an example of where to be. She has probably over 1,000 shows where you see examples of how to carry yourself in this distinguished areas. He has his own shop opening, have his second one opening. These are prime examples. These two people had to do research to get to where they were. Don't be naive in this day and age. Do your research. You had to research in some sense.
I didn't do research, though.
I mean, there wasn't a manual written, G, but...
I just jumped.
Yeah?
I mean,
figured it out?
I mean, there's so many things. Oh, I jumped in a couple of things.
But that's how you learn.
Facts.
But I feel like what I did more, for some reason, I don't know why I did it this way, but I asked more questions. Like I called people that were doing what I wanted to do and just be like, hey, so you have a brand, how did you do it? Oh, you're a public speaker. How are you doing that? Oh, you work with businesses. How do I make a business plan? You know what I mean? So I did that a lot throughout. I think even a little more than doing research online for some reason. But I mean, of course, you got to do research for trademark, copyright. There's mad stuff. You know what I mean? Right, so I would say I did wing a lot of stuff, and I kind of just jumped in. But some stuff I, strategically
Once you started growing, that's when you started. Because I did the same thing. As far as I jumped. But once I started noticing the growth within the brand and the company, that's when I was like the trademarks, everything knowing about legal shit, because there were certain things that I did that was illegal in a sense, like copyright infringement, shit like that. So you learn that along the way, you understand? So, I mean, I would just say, I think I do research, yes, but also do it. Don't get so discouraged.
Yeah, sometimes don't think about it too much. You know what I mean? I find myself sometimes now like, oh man, should I put this out? Or just thinking about it too much to just
sound like a rapper.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, yo.
You ever had a not? I'm sure you had like any time like within your career, like any moments where you felt discouraged.
Every day.
And how you overcome that?
You gotta just have that tunnel vision. You have to be motivated. I'm a very optimistic person, so that's how you see me. Yeah, I'm incredible. You know what I mean? So I always be like, okay, this is happening, yes, but how can I find solutions to this? How can I make it better? And do more of what motivates you, right? If I need to talk to fellow entrepreneurs that know the struggle, that know what I'm dealing with, go chat with them, get motivated, get pumped, whatever. If you need to go to an open mic to hear talent, even I get inspired in the open mic. I'm like, yo, these guys are lit, bro. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do this. So do more of that, but definitely that doubt comes in. I say every day because, every day you be like, damn, is this really worth it?
Yeah.
Or is this, damn, am I really going to make it? Like when that rent is due and when you're like down, you're like, damn. but you got to be focused and you got to be consistent, man. Consistency is key.
Has that discouragement ever led you? I'm looking
No,
up
go
your
ahead.
bar.
Yeah.
I'm going off. I got her brainwaves.
Yeah.
Has that discouragement ever put you in a place where you're just like, fuck this, I'm done, I'm quitting?
I feel like I'm in so deep that I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm trapped, really.
So you never felt like quitting? Fuck this, close the shop.
I've felt like that, but I've never been like, oh, like believed myself that it was gonna happen.
What
you know
about
what I mean?
this though? Like,
because I can't.
Have you ever felt like? Are you hard on yourself?
In what way?
Like with me, my
Own
thing
worst
is I don't
critic?
want to fail, right?
Okay. I mean,
Nobody
nobody
wants to fail,
yeah.
but I'm very hard on myself. It's like I don't want to fail. I
if you-
learned to
yeah.
realize that you can fail. Now it's just a matter of picking yourself up. You understand?
Yes,
Have
I'm
you ever
definitely
been in
there,
a moment where you failed?
Yeah.
And how did you pick yourself up?
I failed a lot. You know what I mean? It's been it's tough out here. But I feel like I'm not hard on myself. I mean, of course I'm tight. Like, damn, I bugged. You know, I bummed it. But what I tend to do is just like, you know what I mean? Yes, this happened, but I don't dwell on it too much because I just don't have time for that. You know what I mean? I need to continue, and the way I move is like I'm running, bro. I'm not just like, oh, okay, now I'm just gonna be mad. You know, I'm like, bro, that's bad for business. I get sick, that's bad for business. I'm fighting with my girl. It's like, why are we fighting, bro? This is not productive in any way. You know what I mean? I'm only thinking about the marathon. I'm always just so when stuff like that happens, yes, I could dwell on it for like a little bit, like a day, like damn, I bugged. But the next day I'm like, okay, but what can I do now to get back on my feet, to fix that, to be like, okay, that's already in the past, let me continue to move forward. So that's how I do it for me. And I am, like you said, being a calm person, I am fairly calm, so I'm not like I'm like spazzing sometimes. I
don't know, B.
You know
the last time we here, you wanted to beat up that super.
Oh no, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know, I was a little bit intoxicated. I was a little buzzed, but I came in with a certain energy, and that ain't bad. You know what I mean? You gotta. Everyone gotta put that out sometime, but that's a fact. You know, I mean, there's some things that take
don't make the Puerto Rican come out of them, right?
Dominican, get it right.
Don't make the Dominican come out of them.
Okay, what's good, dude?
I be getting so lost when I'm sorry, but when we're light skinned, I get lost. Like when we're like, I can't tell the difference from Puerto Rican Dominicans when we're light skinned. I walk around with a Puerto Rican flag and they call
damn, dude, that's brolic.
Call me Dominican.
He's like, that's brolic. He's like, damn, he's not Puerto Rican.
Damn,
I don't speak a lick of it.
You got the keys and everything. Nah, you definitely would have.
Yeah, not Puerto Rican. So what's next for you? What's next to come for the shop, for the brand?
Yeah,
the
so we got the
business?
shops right now. We're really trying to just focus on. We've learned a lot in these 2-3 years.
Okay.
And just kind of being more of continue doing what we're doing, definitely in larger scales, but definitely focusing on the business and just expansion of it internationally and just around the U.S. We went to L.A. this past October. We made a couple of great connects over there.
Mm-hmm.
We got a big fan base, Atlanta, Miami, Texas, a couple of people in Chicago. So maybe targeting a couple of key cities in the U.S.
Like Frank Lucas did.
Yeah, you know, go on tour, do my thing, and definitely also we've been getting a lot of love from Europe, from Asia. You know, these people love hip hop, love the Bronx. They look at us and
it's the Mecca.
They worship us, bro. They're literally like, yo, this is the coolest thing,
Yeah,
blah,
that's true.
and it's funny. It's just like when it started happening, I was like, damn, these are people who really like. The tourists were coming here, buying our stuff online, you know, talking about us on social media. So we're gonna see if we could target those demographics, you know, even do some pop-ups over there and just bring the Bronx vibes, you know, and showcase it the right way, how it should have been showcased since the beginning, you know. So yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. Well, congratulations on just all the success you've been accomplishing. You know,
Facts.
like it's definitely dope. Again, like I told you, like when I came inside here, this store, I was just like, yo, I was like, I need to be here. It's just because the essence of hip hop and I am from the Bronx, you know? So like once I walked in here, it's like, it took me to just, it made me forget about other situations. You understand? It
That's
just
fire.
brought me to
That's
that.
fire.
To
Yeah.
that old school feel, you understand? Like me being as a kid, seeing my brother. My brother was a break dancer. My father used to be a DJ. You understand?
Damn,
So
that's fire.
watching them, like I grew up to certain hip hop songs, you know, or like not really like knowing so much, but I grew up to a lot because of my older brother, my older sisters. So it's like when I walked in here, it was like very nostalgic.
What's up?
I feel like being in here, like this is my second time in here, and like I felt like even that right there alone, it's it's a mix of both. It's a mix of '90s and a mix of.
It reminds me of Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
And then you got the '90s boom bap, like.
Yeah.
So it's dope. You know, I want to just say many blessings to everything you're doing. You understand? Where can we find you? Where can we find like the online shop and stuff like that?
Definitely. Thank you for having me, man. Come to our shop, 127 Lincoln Avenue. Our second shop, 866 Hunts Point Avenue, the Bronx Native Market. Check us out on social media at the Bronx Native on all social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Twitter. And what else? Oh, BronxNative.com for our online shop. If you want to buy some merch, we'll ship it right to you. Much love. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
really
no,
appreciate it. And much blessings and success to you guys as well.
I have a question for you.
Talk to me.
You're a big hip hop fan?
I'm a hip hop fan.
Like you like lyrics and shit? Like
Yes.
All right.
What?
If you had to choose, who you would choose? Who's a better song? Go ahead.
Who's the best one?
Who does the best? Who has better songs? Pusha T or Fabulous?
Don't look at us. Don't look at us for answers. I'm not giving you shit. This ain't Jeopardy.
I would say Pusha T.
I agree. I say that. Now I'm only asking because mad people be like, "Yo, Fabulous. He has a catalog. He has a catalog."
Pusha T.
But I feel like
question of who
Pusha
makes
T
better songs.
better songs. We're not talking about lyrics. Better songs right now. Do you agree?
I agree. My whole thing is I'm a big Fab listener, so it's like
that's hard.
It's subjective. It's subjective.
It is subjective. But you look at you look at Pusha T, how he structures a song opposed to Fabulous is so different.
I mean, even a bigger deal. Look what the Pusha T's Daytona album was 7 tracks. Fabulous's last mixtape album, whatever you call it, was like 14 or 11. Yeah, Killing Season, right? Killing Season 3, or is that Cam? That's Cam. Summertime Shootout 3. You know, like he had more tracks. And I can honestly say I remember all 7 from the Pusha, and I don't remember
Same
none
here.
from the
Same.
Fab.
I tell you the structure of it.
But I'll bump Fab before I bump Push in the car.
Nah. Go ahead.
Damn.
Nah.
I'll bump Fab. 2 Push songs, I'm over it.
I listen to
Nah.
Push singles, but I would sit there and listen to Fab's whole album.
Okay. I guess that's you. So you're not getting in my car.
She's like, I'm bumping Pusha T more than 2 songs, nigga.
No,
First thing
I
you're listening to is Santeria.
I understand playing Fab in the car. I definitely understand
I think they're 2
that.
different types. Like,
yeah, I feel like they're so different as artists. It's
They're
even
both
hard.
dope. They're both lyrically inclined. I think they're both great artists. But if you had to choose, that was just my question.
Overall,
before
yeah, okay.
Since
Fab
you're a
is
hip
form
hop
of the-
person,
I think
and that's
Fab
a
is
big
more
debate
of
that I
a-
usually have.
appeal. Fab is more of an appeal and a presence. New York, you feel New York off him, resonate. Where's Pusha T from?
He's actually
Virginia?
from the Bronx.
Yeah.
He was
Virginia?
born in the Bronx,
Who?
but he was
Fab?
raised. No, Pusha T was born in the Bronx, but raised in Virginia.
Okay, so
Yeah.
VA, he's from VA, but I don't feel the presence of VA off of him. I feel the presence of New York off of Fab.
Because he's a dope boy, and Fab is a mixtape king.
Pusha don't want you to know where he's from.
Alright, man. Yo, Amaurys, I want to say thank you again for being here, man. It was
Dope.
great having you. You're amazing.
Thank you,
Keep
thank
up
you.
the great work. I appreciate you for even having us here.
Let's do it, of
And,
course,
you
of
know,
course.
and continue.
Whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
let's
it.
do
Much
it,
love.
man.
Appreciate it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Artistry.
Can I get a
Out. We're gonna play some music and we out. Let's do this. Catch us the Artistry NY, all platforms. Y'all already know the vibes.
Top G. we back up in this bitch. I got to back up in this bitch. We bought the sack up in this bitch. Tryna get racks up in this bitch. Always done, we been the shit. We older now, so we legit. Took your stand, so don't renege. We tryna get it how we live. Yeah, and I try, so don't tell my mom. Oh, yeah, and I try, so don't tell my mom. Oh, flashbacks, we copping sacks, empty them like mags, then we double back, stuff them in our bags, on our way to class, pills I pop them like a tag, up in sacks, but I swear I never shot there, always wanted my clear, but I only cop there, whatever kept me warm, fuck with me and they was swarm, tried to control every bomb, I was out there in the storm, I was out when it was warm, never dropped, we kept it born, I was up with no alarm, back and forth we wasn't torn, one income was getting born, needed something for the mornings and the nights I wasn't yawning. Got a text from one of my darlings, said the party was retarded. They needed gas like someone farted. I said, baby girl, I'm on it. Now we back up in this bitch. I got to back up in this bitch. We bought the sack up in this bitch. Tryna get racks up in this bitch. Always love, we been the shit. We older now, so we tryna get it how we live. Yeah, and I try, so don't tell her. Oh, yeah, and I try, so don't tell her. Now the light on the button, no turning it down. Shorty was scoping me out, I'm tryna get in and out. Shorty come in, now we just flicking the biz. Now we just making the cheers to the good life. Hoping this shit lasts, I can't get cash. Who thought I'd get ass? I'm living this fast, I don't wanna slow up. I wanna drink till I throw up, I want the world to know us. Baby don't tell me, show us, better yet just show me. Matter of fact, do what you want, I'ma just roll this blunt. The party's in the front, we can just mack in the back. She came inside on my lap, don't do that. Told her she the shit, don't let it go to your ass. I just hope it clicks like when you done with your gas. She had the nerve to watch me as I went in my stash. I was cool about it, I looked at her and laughed. Now we back up in this bitch. I got to back up in this bitch. We bought the sack up in this bitch. Tryna get racks up in this bitch. Always love, we been the shit. We older now, so we legit. Took your stand, so don't renege. We tryna get it how we live. Yeah, and I try, so don't tell her. Oh, yeah, and I try, so don't tell her. Oh,
ash a cigarette on my skin. I'm tryna burn, 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 burn. When did all of this begin? I'm tryna learn. You say it's my turn, that I'm too faded, that all these voices in my head, they are mistaken. But if you say it's all my fault, I've been stuck on this field. What is fake, what is real? I ain't got nothing to build, while I just open the seal. Take off your heels and reveal how you deal with the pain. I walk with you in the rain. Teardrops from the sky above, like I've never really been the same. Whoa, all the mercy that you see, but you forget we both agree that I'm the coldest. Wait, don't do that, I'll be alright, but I'm not you the whole reason that I wrote this tape. I feel like peace, way up the store, shopping hard, rocking hard, racking up the wall. Emotions temporary, enter any room, we'll see the cemetery of my heart. In the dark, I'm a spark, 'cause you left a mark in my heart. This cemetery, I'm a spark, 'cause you left me in the dark, knowing that I can restart. Cemetery in my heart, in my cemetery in my heart, tearing me apart, inside out, smoking other wood, sitting on the couch, thinking about the things we should've figured out. I love you, but I hate you. It's all good till they betray you. Never did I think that all these scars would be so painful. I'm only alive when I die, getting high, 'cause the moment is magic. Million miles in the sky, but it feels like I'm stuck in a casket. Gravestones engraved with beautiful dreams, mark a place with you.
I just like the sound of it.
Shorty, she keep talking, but I'm over it. I'ma hold these bags while the haters, they gon' hold his dick. Drugs hit the border, getting over it. She can bag it up, push louder than the 40 clip. If it ain't a bag, then I'm over it. Snakes in the grass, getting over it. Walking on my path, then I'm loading it. Gotta be a pilot from the way I be controlling it. Shorty hit my line, said she over it. Said a man cheating, caught him lagging, she recorded it. Now she in my crib, tryna hold a dick. Facebook poppy from the way a nigga poke a chick. Package always hitting what you ordering. No, we don't deliver, gotta come in like we Scorpion. Boys stay classic like DeLoreans. Pigs try to stop us, but the engine where we stored in. I am not a menace, not an icon. Snakes in the grass, getting over all the pythons. We punching chest like it's Tyson. Counting out the bag, paper cuts on my right thumb. Brooklyn Bridge tatted on the right arm. Shotty C always got a nice jump. Boys stay humble cause I might stun. You are not valid, not a price jump. Shorty, she keep talking, but I'm over it. I'ma hold these bags while the haters, they gon' hold his dick. Drugs hit the border, getting over it. She can bag it up, push louder than the 40 clip. If it ain't a bag, then I'm over it. Snakes in the grass, getting over it. Walking on my path, then I'm loading it. Gotta be a pilot from the way I be controlling it.
Hot tide cause I'm wavy like the ocean. Spend money just to make it like promoters. Playing like Serena, so I got the US Open and I get a speeding ticket every time I'm in a Lotus. Made 25,000, I'm surprised nobody noticed. Pop a perk when I wanna get it rolling. Bad attitude, hope that nobody put focus and I can't sit still. Gotta keep the play motion if they out of order, keep it moving like it's stolen. Get the Porsche back, I'ma bust the pussy open. Put the school high cause I hope a nigga focusing on young soul and that ring call me Otis. Hit her from the back, that's the way she really want it. Love when I'm in it, I'm just living for the moment. Never take pictures, but a nigga might record it. Counting money with a bitch who talk like she from California.
Shorty, she keep talking, but I'm over it. I'ma hold these bags while the haters, they gon' hold his dick. Drugs hit the border, getting over it. She can bag it up, push louder than the 40 clip. If it ain't a bag, then I'm over it. Snakes in the grass, getting over it. Walking on my path, then I'm loading it. Gotta be a pilot from the way I be controlling it.
I just like the sound of it.
Just real. So much my mind, just know it. Yeah.
On you didn't think that I find out that you was creeping up in my house. Give me the best vibes, but you was out here vibing with the next guy. Don't tryna play me, I see it. You want to believe it, but I'm done with this shit. I am. Pack your shit, I want you up at my house by 3 a.m. Mama said don't love these bitches, don't trust these bitches. Fuck these bitches, fucked up, fell in love, now we you switch. You're the last one to tell me start acting different. But it's cool, baby, fuck that.
Ziggy on the keyboard. Just real. So much my mind, just know it. Yeah. Just
relax. On you didn't think that I find out that you was creeping up in my house. Give me the best vibes, but you was out here vibing with the next guy. Don't tryna play me, I see it. You want to believe it, but I'm done with this shit. I am. pack your shit. I want you up at my house by 3 a.m. Mama said don't love these bitches, don't trust these bitches, fuck these bitches. Fucked up, fell in love, now me you switch. You last on the door and start acting different. But it's cool, baby, fuck that. Give me back my heart, yeah, take that. No, I don't give a fuck, baby, trust that. I'ma move on, ain't no time back. I made mistakes, never thought my heart to break. I ain't with the games no more, I ain't with the games no more. You should know about that girl. You had your chance and got that chance is gone. I ain't with the games no more, I ain't playing games no more. Got you snatching your blessings.
I was getting cream, you know, moving the birdie. GB and the team, you know, niggas is dirty. Kept you on the scene, never knew you would hurt me. Kept the house clean, but you was doing me dirty. I understand it now. Some things I never knew, like a hand-me-down. Granted now, it's out in the open. This relationship's dead, ashes out in the ocean. Now we going through the motions here. Kinda fucked me up emotionally. Baby girl, you was close to me. I'll be back how it's supposed to be. A nickname for Rolls Royce, you a ghost to me. On Instagram, you ain't post who you supposed to be. Involved with the God, or just real, walk out to the car.
I know my mistakes, never thought my heart to break. I ain't with the games no more, I ain't with the games no more. You should've known about that door. You had your chance and got now that chance is gone. I ain't with the games no more, I ain't playing games no more. Got you snatching the place up there. Want you to understand that you never find nobody like me. Never thought that I would find out. Really think that you were right on. Cause baby, sometimes I wish that you just loved me the same.
Catch us on YouTube, Facebook, or outlets.
Follow us, the Artistry NY.